does not sleep as much as he should, and he will usually be moderating many channels at a time. It makes him sound like one of those like Twitch, like a Twitch mod or something. But he's genuinely like the nicest human being that I.
He's so lovely.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I'm picturing
He's so
like a
nice.
hacker man, but instead of being like, I've hacked the Pizza Hut, he's just like, I'm into the mainframe moderating all these streams for these people because I think they're neat.
All right.
That's a hi chat.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Congrats on Rose getting first. Welcome in Azario, Momo, Vin, Egg, Wazzy, and Wood. And congrats Wazzy on 18 months as a mod, and Ducky for 6 months as a mod. Crazy to think about. Welcome in Revy as well. Greetings, dear spirits. One day. What was that, Calista?
I saw welcome in Wood, and I thought you said welcome in World. I'm like, World? Everyone's hair?
Everyone in the entire universe. Yeah, come on.
The whole planet is hair?
Whole planet wanted to hear the luscious sounds of our voices, so yeah, there you go. But greetings, dear spirits, and welcome to the Tables of Tartarus, a division of Purgatory Corner where fate is bound by dice and stories are carved into eternity. I'm your storyteller, Sinspeaks, and today we're going to be continuing the tale of Tyrant's Wrath with our friend Obobendos. If you haven't checked them out before, absolutely go check them out right there. You can find all their respective links as you want to. And if you guys want to check out the heroes for today, thank you all.
Oh man.
I'll spin, there you go. But if you guys want to check out the heroes for today, you guys can check them out right there. Just type in ! And their name to get more information on them. All the blurbs written by our heroes for the day as well. So, very fun things to check out. But take your seat at the table and let the threads destiny unravel before you. Every story is a reader, and you should always share your stories. So we're going to be starting with our session prompt this time rather than our recap, as I've been told that is a better way to do it. So we're going to be trying to do it that way. But, oh, sorry, not Tyrant's Wrath, King's Kindness. Thank you. Look, I've been working on Porch all day. My brain's a little bit tired. But we're going to be working on our session prompt today. If you guys haven't checked out our session prompts before in any previous episode, you guys can do so using Tables of Tartarus, our YouTube tabletop RPG channel. The session prompts are for you guys to be able to look at either your character in more depth, yourself in more depth, or for us to just kind of get a general idea of how your headspace in relation to your character is. You guys, as viewers, can also use it for any character you guys have, be that an OC for a series, a D&D character, or even a character you're writing a book for. Whatever may be the case, you're welcome to use it yourself and write it in the chat if you want to. For today's session prompt, we'll be starting on Odette. Thorn will not be joining us today as he does have work, so we'll figure out something to do with this character. But Odette, what is a habit that your character has picked up over the years, and why did it stick with them?
An excellent question, Sin. Thank you for asking me.
You're welcome.
Wish you didn't, but
you know, we can move on to Grail and come back to you if you want to.
Yeah, if you would.
All right,
please don't.
Grail. Grail, what is a habit your character has picked up over the years, and why did it stick with them?
Double it and give it to the next.
Wow.
We all do it. I'll just give you a minute to think on this one.
Alrighty, Callista. What is a habit your character has picked up over the years, and why did it stick with them?
I think a habit that Callista has picked up is anytime she's adventuring in heavily wooded areas, she would be keeping an eye out for like good sticks or whatnot, like smacking them against trees to see if it would be, something decent that she could whittle with.
Good sticks. Nice. Alright.
Yeah. Callista, the expert stick hunter.
Is there any particular reason that stuck with her for so long, or is it just something that she finds joy with?
I feel like it balances the joy of adventuring, because what is an adventure if you don't, find something you think is neat? And it also balances, like, her more calm sort of moments that she has when she's actually doing cleric things and actually in a more meditative state when she's whittling. And I think it's a nice little thing for her character.
Okay, I like it. Ortus, what is a habit your character has picked up over the years, and why did it stick with them?
Well, he's got quite a bit of habits, but the main one he obviously does is like regularly making sure his weapon and like anything like that he has like that he uses to fight with is regularly cleaned, and it's kind of just a habit for him now where he just like doesn't even like think about doing it, he just starts doing it.
I like it. I'm assuming that is from Boren's teachings, or?
Yeah.
Alright. Andrus, what is a habit your characters picked up over the years, and why did it stick with them?
Damn, that's a hard one. Damn it. I'm not entirely sure if he did have one, or if he does have one or not.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, I probably think the worst habit would be his lack of emotions, in the sense of when encountering new people, he's just constantly smiling. It's not a real smile.
Okay. Is there any particular reason that has stuck with them for so long, or?
Due to his upbringing into the order and everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's now just a habit. He's trained to do it, and now it's just a thing he does.
I like it. Okay. Odette, back to you. What is a habit your character has picked up over the years, and why did it stick with them?
Son of a bitch. I guess the only habit I can think of her like having necessarily is the like she has to clean herself after like combat, right? Like she has to take a bath and, you know, wash the blood off and whatever. And it's not just like I need to be clean sort of thing. It's the blood needs to be gone. And I get the only thing I can think of her, like, no soldier is like that, like, necessarily. So the only thing I can think of her actually having picked that up from is like a cat at some point. So I think that's where it comes from.
Okay. Interesting. Kind of like that, actually. Alright. And Grail, all the way back to you, my friend. What is a habit that your character has picked up over the years, and why did it stick with them?
I'd say that over the years, as he's lost people on the battlefield, it is often common to have like a drink in their honor. You know, like around the campfire that night or the day after, when the battle is done with the people who survived, you know, have a drink in the honor of that person. And it's sort of become something that he's had to do so often because he's lost a lot of people that when people aren't watching at night, he'll often just like take a drink sort of like in the honor of either those people again or the people that he may come to lose, or perhaps it's just, you know, like a habit that he's come to do subconsciously. Not like out of like alcoholism or anything. It's more just, I don't know, maybe even familiarity. Just this ritual he's sort of gotten into.
I like it. Alrighty. Now, who remembers last episode from 2 weeks ago?
I vaguely remember, but I think I also suffered traumatic brain injuries.
You did indeed.
Grail found out that Callista drugged him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ha ha ha. Callista's in trouble.
As a funny bit, right?
As a bit.
Right. Yeah.
Q/J, I swear.
So, yeah, you guys, let's see if I can remember most of this correctly. I think Odette, you were traveling around the area a lot, if I recall correctly. Just kind of like wandering around the city, kind of learning about the different bits and pieces of it. You went to the graveyard with the name that I cannot remember or find for the life of me, but it was a really funny name. I'm kind of upset I can't remember it. It's a really good name. If anybody can find that, I'd appreciate that. Such a good name. But yes, you found a gravestone with a funny name that was about 19 years old, which was the I think youngest gravestone. The last gravestone that was put in there was about 19 years old. Wandering around, you also went and visited the Pride Shack. Confronted Pride himself. Pretty much threatened him, which he seemed to find absolute glee in. The fact that you would
Julian
even
Mumbumbo.
yeah,
Sorry.
my bumble.
Yes.
Sorry, I
Mumbo.
had to.
Oh, you're fine. If you could send that to my DMs, I'd appreciate it. I was trying to remember it yesterday because I was telling someone about it. I'm like, I can't remember this shit for a life of me. I was so sad. But yes, you found Mumbo's grave. That was about 19 years ago was when it was made. You went and confronted Mr. Pride. Pretty much just kind of tried irking him for a little while. He seemed to find legitimate glee and entertainment in the fact that you were even willing to do so, much less actively make a threat to him, which was very entertaining. Before that point, you also had talked to Penny and got your brain fixed because you had done internal brain surgery on yourself through vicious combat with yourself. Which is kind of neat if I think about it too hard, actually.
I mean, it worked.
It did. It's kind of a wild fucking thing. And then, as you've done all of this, Andrus has been navigating around the area, getting familiar with it, hating every second that they're inside of this town. Late at night, they got to talk to the leader of the Smiling, the Order of the Smiling God? Question mark. Is that what the fuck is your order? I can never remember.
No, it's not that.
Order of the Smiling something.
Something with a smiling dead or something like that.
Order of the Smiling something. Why can I never remember this shit when I need to remember it?
The Order of Friendship and Happiness.
Totally.
The
The order of
most
very normal people who don't have a weird fascination with death at all. Why are you asking so many questions? Stop
yeah.
it.
Wait, why is that not? There it is. Order of the Dead Smiles. That's the Order of Dead
There we
Smiles. Yeah, Order of Dead Smiles. And so you talked with the leader of him, whatever his name was, and he basically told you that you had become so powerful and legitimately, like, so good at your job that if you do manage to succeed in killing what is effectively a deity, you will be more or less too powerful. And your only goal after that would be to go and meet death himself. And
Yep.
take your time, basically, and just die.
Yeah.
Which, of course, Andrus agreed with, as always. And
No
Andrus
questions.
went back. Callista, I don't quite recall what you were doing the whole episode last 2 weeks ago. What were you doing?
I think Callista was just taking care of Ortus and Grail because the drugging.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what was going on.
Probably. Yeah, I think the end of the episode is when they both woke up, had
Yeah.
their brain functioning, and then Grail learned from Andrus that he'd been drugged by you. Same with Ortus. And yes, that's where we're going to be starting. Is Callista, you're upstairs, probably getting ready for the day. Grail and Ortus are downstairs with Andrus, discussing the drugging. And then Odette would probably be coming... Did you come back home already? Did you talk to Pride at nighttime, or did you go first in the morning?
I think she's coming back.
Okay,
She'll
so
be
yeah.
coming around the mountain when she comes.
Cool. So yeah, we'll start with Grail, Ortus, and Andros. You guys are sitting at the table. Grail and Ortus, you both just learned from Andros that Callista, well, drugged specifically Grail. Grail then fed Ortus the drugged meal. How on purpose this was is debatable, but yeah.
As far as Grail is concerned, like, this was very clearly intentional. She put that in the food.
Mm-hmm.
There's no getting around that. There's no like, oh, it was an accident, haha, oopsie. At least not in his mind.
Yeah. Alright.
So he is eating breakfast, and like the tension in the air is palpable. It's like almost literally radiating like an aura of like anger, malice.
You could saw through it with a spoon. Alrighty. After a few minutes of
You could whittle it
tension,
with a carving knife, perhaps.
of the tension building in the air, Callista, you'd be making your way downstairs, and not even a couple steps down, you can really feel it. You can feel it in the air that there's some soupy tension going on here.
Man, it's a good thing she's an air genasi.
Yeah.
She will not be choked up by this tension in the air.
Alrighty.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
You head down the stairs and you see Grail slowly chomping on whatever stew that they're eating. Ortus next to him, sadly not having his brick bread. But one day he'll come back to it.
Do you drug us?
I love how you just immediately come out with it.
Just like stares at them. Ortus just turns and just goes, "Yeah, you drug us."
Not even like a good morning, like the second Callista's foot hits floor instead of stair, it's just, oh hey, did you drug us? Oh good, you're finally here. Did you drug us?
You're finally awoken. Are you drugged? Jesus.
Why don't you come and have a seat, Callista?
You see, it's funny you guys mentioned that last night. It was...
Okay. And Callista she'll just won't even explain herself, she'll just go and sit then.
Hmm?
Figuring that it's going to just make a certain someone potentially crankier.
Do you have any that won't turn everything pink?
Everything was pink?
Yeah, it was horrifying.
That would explain why you were freaking out so bad.
I can't say I remember much, but I think I punched Grail in the face.
Yeah, you definitely did, yeah.
Oops.
To be fair, he was scaring you, so it
And
makes
pink.
sense. He was pink.
Pink.
The extreme pinkage.
Would you like to try and explain yourself?
Uh, honestly, it wasn't really a plan or anything. It was just meant to be like a silly little prank. Because I thought if we had a laugh over something, we could get talking again. But it turned out that Feywild's candy is crazy potent. So, I'm sorry.
Not be surprised that this all happened because, again, you did not think.
I guess it's just not what I'm like. I guess I'm the sort of person who feels first and thinks later.
And look where that has landed us. Just lucky nothing happened last night. Lucky neither I nor Ortis did anything that could have damaged us, the party,
I
or our
punched you.
mission. You're lucky that neither of us
Punch
did
you.
anything that caused damage.
It was a pretty good punt, actually.
Oh, next time you want us to do drugs to have more fun, just offer them to us.
See, that's also part of what I'm confused about. If Feywild candy is drugs, then why did I get it so often as a child? Why was that allowed?
Damn.
That's such a good point, too.
they just give it to little Callistus that she wouldn't go like exploring or something. They're like, here, just have this and chill out.
Love the idea that Adris is
Medicate
sitting
her.
there. Adris is sitting there off to the side hearing this and just goes, "Did they drug the fuck out of you? What the hell?"
Yeah, he's just questioning, like, I thought I had a fucking, like, weird childhood. What the fuck?
Apparently, Callista was doing hard drugs as a little baby Genasi.
Apparently.
You understand how much this jeopardizes the trust that I had just started building in you again.
I do.
Now tell me, if you were me, and I was the one who had done this to you, how on earth would you find it possible to trust me again?
The only real answer to that is time. Time and me proving that I am someone worthy of trust. I can't
See, the time
promise
heals all
that
wounds.
I won't.
Oh, you go.
Okay. I can't promise that I'll always be good, or that I'll always be, or that I won't stress you out, because I'm a reckless person. But I don't do things with a malicious intent. Even this, as stupid as it was, I just wanted to get us talking again. And I'm quickly learning that sometimes being mischievous and whimsical is not the right way to go about things.
think Grail's face sort of has softened a bit over the conversation. Between hearing that you were literally just consistently drugged as a child, which explains a lot, and
Hey!
Just like, oh yeah,
Why'd you feed them to me?
Just like, oh yeah, this happened to a lot as a kid, huh? Maybe that explains why she did that. Yeah, actually.
between that and I guess hearing that she did it genuinely because she just thought it would make talking to me easier, and that she didn't realize it was going to do what it did. I think he's softened a bit, understanding that it was not malicious and it was not as stupid as he initially thought it was. Like, especially knowing that she didn't know it was drugs.
Lister's now realizing that she never remembers going to town in the Feywilds. Hey.
Were these Feywilds even real in the first place?
Hey, that's weird. Why can't I remember that?
They say time heals all wounds. I suppose we will see if that includes this one. For the love of God, don't do that again.
Well, luckily for you, I do love the gods, so I will try not to do that again. I'm out of Feywild candy anyways, so I think we're quite safe.
Very
Also,
strange question.
Grail.
Because you're affected by the Feywilds to such a heavy degree, does your blood count as Feywild food?
Oh.
Well,
boy.
sadly, Damien is
Are we
not here
asking
to
if Callista is
ask.
a snack now?
We've skipped the are you marketable questions, and we've gone straight to are you edible?
Well, if I have any random creatures rip off your arm, I'll figure that out when that happens, I guess.
Yeah, we'll roll to ask them how it tastes.
Will they be seeing pink too?
Drugs all the
Tasted
wolves. Alrighty.
What were you saying, Latus? Were you saying something?
I was talking to Grail. Cause do you remember shoving the pancakes? Was it the pancakes that had it in them?
Yeah.
Into Ortus's mouth.
It was the sauce. Yeah.
Grail's not gonna
Pancakes and
remember
sauce,
anything.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Grail, didn't you actually drug Ortuz?
I haven't the slightest memory of what happened last night.
You're not entirely innocent either. After you got ridiculously high, you didn't even offer Ortuz the pancake. You just shoved it in his mouth, and then spent the night terrorizing him.
Hey, it's not his fault. He was high.
It's
Don't put the blame on him.
It's not my fault a certain gremlin decided to drug me.
Look at that! We're back on insult basis. It's pretty much first name basis for you and me.
Jeez.
Alright. As happening, you guys start hearing a commotion going on outside.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Immediately Andreas is up.
As you like move towards one of the windows, you see a decent crowd of people are starting to head towards the church.
Isn't that where your friend spends most of her time?
Where's everybody going? Bingo?
Oh.
Sorry.
I do love the idea that like Odette opens the door as this whole commotion starts happening.
Where's everybody going? Are they heading off to bingo
Was
or
it like
something?
a daily
The
mass,
hell is
maybe?
bingo?
You've never played bingo?
No.
Oh mon dieu.
What's bingo?
I'm so sorry.
Wait, why are you looking at me like that?
You're looking at me like a piece of food that you just dropped in a really big puddle.
What?
Andreas is just like, well, I'm gonna go outside then. Just goes to the church to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Just like, you have fun with your puddle and walks outside.
Yeah, exactly. You have your puddle fun.
All right, dude. Is everyone gonna be following Andros?
I guess so, yeah.
Yeah, may as well.
Cool. As you guys get up and start heading towards where Andros is going, which is where everyone else is going as well, you guys hearing commotions and kind of a long-ass game of telephone, basically, where you guys hear, like, bits and pieces. And what you can gather, it sounds like somebody either got stabbed or they're being healed, possibly both. You're not really sure which one in which order. Possibly an outsider, maybe a newcomer, maybe someone who's been there for a while, or will be there. Really debatable on which one is telling which. Oh, and there was a giant spear involved, too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's a lot of people.
As you do.
Yeah. It's a very long game of telephone. As you guys kind of start, like, more or less pushing past people. I'll be honest, with Ortus and Grail as, like, the front runners, you don't really have to push people. They just kind of start stepping to the side. They are...
Anyone who
Part
doesn't
the
will be
crowd.
next in the healer's tent.
Exactly.
They are very good at
Scary
making
dog
it
privilege times 2.
Yeah. So you guys start making way through the crowd as the crowd kind of starts parting for you. As you guys get to the church, there is a decent like trail of blood that is leading towards the church. It's like not quite like they pulled him in, but it's definitely like drips of blood have like poured down. And as you guys walk in, you see a Father Morgan kind of standing there with Penny next to him as green magic is kind of flowing from her hands over the body of this probably farmer, I would say, like generalized farmer. You guys do see a carriage outside the church as well, but as Penny is using her healing magic, there is a arrow bolt that is on the floor next to him. He looks, I would say, probably gray would be the term here. Not quite like Grail and Ortus, where it's like what's the word? Asimar, like skin color. This looks like blood was drained from his body, kind of a gray skin tone. And as she's
Oh, so he looks healthy then.
you know, very debatable. But
What's wrong with being grey, Sin?
look, there's difference between gray skin and bloodless skin, okay? He looks bloodless as she's pouring green magic over him. Whatever wound on his side that used to be there appears to be sealed at this point. He is breathing slowly, but he definitely is. It doesn't look like he's alive, I guess, in the normal way. Everyone else around him obviously looks like people, but he looks. Yeah, the best term is bloodless. He looks like he doesn't have any blood in his body, but he's still breathing. How do you guys interact?
I don't imagine Grail would at all. Like, this is not his business, but he's gonna watch interested because this is going to be, I suppose, some level of. What, did we just lose someone?
That was my window.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
He's gonna watch interestingly. He's gonna watch interested because this is going to be some kind of potential, like, I don't know, evidence or proof, or it's gonna tie into this whole like no one dies here thing because this guy looks like he should be dead.
Oh yeah.
So depending on how things go from here, it'll be very interesting maybe learn more about what's going on.
Definitely from your experience, Grail, just like pretty much leading armies and stuff like that. Based on A, the size of the bolt, B, where the bolt landed, and C, just his general body. It doesn't look like he got injured very long ago. It looks like he got shot maybe 10 minutes ago. Based on the trail of blood that led inside, he was probably kind of half dragged, half like carried in. Probably dragged for the first half, carried in the second half once people start getting to him. Most people who take this kind of wound, unless they get immediate medical attention, and I mean like within like a minute medical attention, they usually don't survive. Just because the general blood loss, the wound itself, the shock from it, they definitely wouldn't be breathing as evenly as he is currently, even with like Penny standing over him. I suppose our two suit probably have the same knowledge about this too, considering.
Yeah.
Alright. Odette, Callista, Ortus, Andrus, what are you guys doing?
Odette's just staring, I guess, at the moment.
Okay.
And then,
I think-
oh, so I guess no one dies here. So that's very funny.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like. Oh, are you gonna go?
Yeah, go ahead. No, I'm still thinking.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, when they first came in and Penny healed them, Callista probably didn't think too much of it. She was a bit, flustered in the moment because everyone suddenly went boom and fell over. But seeing it from a distance, I feel like she'd be a bit more critical now about where Penny is pulling this power from.
That's
Because
actually
Callista
really
would
interesting.
know that Callista, they adventured, so I assume Callista would know that Penny is not a cleric.
She is not. She is a sorcerer, to the best of your knowledge. Penny also.
I just don't want a meta game.
No, you were more than fine. Let me look at her sheet real quick because you guys have adventured, so there's a thing that you would know. Let me look at her spellbook though. Yes, Penny
I'm a
has no healing magic. At least last time that you visited her, she has no healing magic. The only ways that you can learn healing magic, there are two paths for it, is if you are a studious wizard who is being taught by a cleric. You have to actively learn from a cleric if you are a wizard learning it. That's a primary way. Or you have a divine presence behind you giving you magic, specifically healing magic. Healing magic is one of the very few magics in this world which has a definitive divine presence behind it, as it's one of the only things that like really carries over. The only way that you can do so otherwise is if you have either an actual divinity within you, like your bloodline, such as Grail or Tus, and Asimar blood, like carrying through, or you do oath magic, which is what paladins do, and essentially you create your healing magic through the oath that you create, more or less a promise. Or you have a pseudo-divine being your patron, and it's a pseudo-divine that has ties to proper divinity. Almost all healing comes from divinity. Even Paladin's oath magic is a divine promise to a degree. Specifically, their healing is divine. The rest of it isn't, but their healing specifically is divine. So the fact that you're watching
Don't tell
Penny...
Grail.
Huh?
Don't tell Grail.
The fact that you're watching Penny, who is definitely not under a patron, that you can tell at least, isn't a wizard by any metric. To the best of your ability to tell, Father Morgan isn't a cleric. He more or less seems to confirm that every time you talk to him, because he very specifically states that his church immunity is based on unity, not divine presence. So even if, he in theory could have taught her, he shouldn't be able to use healing magic either, so she shouldn't be able to learn from him. and no one else in this village seems to be able to heal. So how she's getting that divine magic, you have no idea. Roll me an arcane, actually. Or, sorry, arcana.
Oh, no.
With advantage, because
Callista's
this is
bad.
very much so your thing. Alright, cool. You can guarantee 100%, especially with you having a divine presence inside of you. Her magic, specifically the healing that she's doing over the dude here, isn't divine. This is the only healing you've ever seen in your life that isn't divine presence. She's actually taking mana from the air, like the raw, unrefined magic itself from the air, from his body, from the, just general existence, and in shaping that into convincing his body to heal itself. This isn't divine. There's no God presence here.
Ooh, that's not natural.
Well,
You're telling
death
me
is natural.
that man should have been dead half an hour ago.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
no one's died here for 19 years, so does that make sense?
Everyone
gonna say, this
slowly
is the
looks
same-
okay.
This is
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, wait, what? Excuse?
Well, I traveled outside the town, which is a whole separate story. We need to talk about that at some point. Anyway, I went outside the town and found that graveyard. No one's been buried here for 19 years, and then I was like, well, that's a bit weird, but let me go and confirm it. So I went to talk with the funny man who hangs out underneath the gold statue of himself, which, very vain, by the way. Anyway, I spoke with him, and he confirms that, yes, no one has died in 19 years. As the last man to die was someone named Julian. Anyway, so no one's died here for about 19 years. So it makes sense that this guy isn't dying because he's inside the town walls.
I will say there's not a single person who is around you guys who is even half listening to you. They're all very focused on Penny and her healing.
Why do you not think that it's natural, Callista?
well because in all the time we adventured with Penny, she never. I don't think she had any particular interest in the gods. She was not a cleric. And, well, I don't think she's a paladin either, so how is she able to heal then?
Well, I could answer that, but I don't think you'd like the answer. So I'm going to pretend that I don't know the answer.
Does it have something to do with the fact that... I'm trying to remember
I
how
do
much
not-
Callista knows.
I do not think this is the place to be discussing this. Given that there
Probably
are a
not.
whole bunch of the, how you say, believers around us, even if they're not paying attention. But as the man is not dead, so that's good. Unless you're part of some mysterious death cult, I guess. But no one here is one of those, so we have nothing to worry about.
Everyone slowly turns to Andrew.
I actually think at that point Andrews would be gone.
Ooh, interesting. Okay.
Oh,
Are
for
you-
God's sake! How does he keep disappearing? Okay, Grail, listen to me very closely. You need to keep an eye on that twink at all times. He vanishes into thin air, and it's really annoying, especially when we're trying to keep a cohesive group together.
If
a
Callista looks
bell on the
around, can
twin.
she spot where Andreas has gone?
Yeah, what the fuck? Can I look for Andrews?
Oh, Andrews, where'd you
Mad
go?
perceptive.
I would have gone to, because the amount of people that are already here. He
Mm-hmm.
would have taken the opportunity to go to that little cabin in the center of town.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Considering your stealth. Well, yeah, stealth is actually a +4, but considering your height and the vast amount of people. Roll me stealth with advantage because of the amount of people you have around you and the fact that you're 4 foot.
Roll with advantage because small.
Yeah.
Because someone.
It's like 30 people around you as well. Yeah, no, you guys don't know where the fuck they went. One second they were there, and the next second there's like 5 different people who took their place. Not a clue where they
Holy
fucking went,
guys.
but they're definitely not in the room.
We found the advantage of being small.
You can fucking move into hordes. Yeah, they just disappear essentially. There's like a good solid 20-30 people in this church. And more trying to funnel their way in to watch the I don't know, the magistry of healing, because it's a very rare event for Penny to be healing something this dangerous. So people are literally like trying to press themselves in to get a glance at this. So Artus and Grail, you're probably like around Odette and Callista, and people are still trying to push against you just to get a good view. So it's starting to get kind of crowded in here.
They're not having any luck.
Yeah, they're really not, but they're trying.
Odette would also like to leave then. If there's crowds of people tempting targets, so she's going to also vanish into the crowd.
Fair enough. It's a little bit harder considering your height, but at the same time, no one's gonna get in your way. No, there ain't no one that's gonna be standing in front of you. They attempt desperately to like kind of move out of the way for you. It's just not really happening considering how many are pressed. But you managed to like squeeze your way out of the doors and like just kind of pop yourself out of the church. You see Andros like a good 40, 50 or so feet away as there's like no one there. But they're good, decent distance, and they're running, or probably power walking, I guess. I don't know what Andros does. But they're heading directly towards that shack.
I forgot to give myself a spell. Hold on. Let me.
Alrighty. Artus, Callista, and Grail, you hear Father Morgan start to talk. I'm not going to do his exact lines because I will not be able to do them justice, but what he's essentially doing is making impromptu sermon, more or less. And it's kind of talking about how the unity of the community is what is helping Penny heal the person there. A newcomer who has come out from outside, he got wounded by bandits and dragged him in, brink of death, but now he is alive. And, you know, to take care of him as one would take care of each other, all that, like, blah, blah, blah. He sounds incredibly genuine. I think all 3 of you don't really have much insight, to the best of my knowledge. Is Callista? Oh, Callista does.
Callista does.
Yeah. So passively, you guys can just... It kind of feels like he's being genuine. Callista, you're welcome to roll insight if you like to. There's a slight off tone to his voice. You're not 100% sure what it could be, but you are welcome to roll insight if you'd like to.
Callista knows there's no god
Jesus.
helping that magic. She senses bullshit.
So you could tell he is very genuine whenever he says something about like the path of unity is the path we need to take, or the love of those around us is what fuels us, so on and so forth. He's very genuine about all the stuff that is related to connecting people together. The Church of Unity, by its very name, is under the principle of love, care, and kindness of the community. Whenever he's talking about that, 100% genuine. It really does feel like an old grandpa telling you a story about his youngins, you know? Anytime, literally anytime that he mentions a patron or a god or, you know, anything divine, his voice wavers. And it's a very subtle hearing. It's a very subtle waver, but you can hear and feel in your heart of hearts. He does not 100% mean divinity. He means something, but it's not divinity, to the best of your ability to tell. He's very convincing when he does it, though. Like, he almost convinces you. It's really hard for you to hear that waver, but you do hear it.
I imagine the moment Callista picks up on, like, that nonsense, you just see her face scrunch.
Scrunch.
No, not amused. She doesn't like it.
Artus and Grail, you guys do anything while you're watching, or are you just listening, absorbing, all that fun stuff?
There's like Grail obviously does not have anywhere near the knowledge that Callista does, so he doesn't know anything is wrong with the guy's words, other than just not believing any of them because he hates this guy.
Being someone
but it is not
who
believing it entirely on
regularly,
the basis of hating
being
him.
someone who regularly does inspirational statements like this to large groups of people, honestly, kind of impressive to you how he's doing it. Like, the main thing you're getting from this, aside from most of it's probably bullshit, as they often are, is he's incredibly inspiring. Like, shockingly
Very
inspiring.
charismatic.
Yeah.
Ortus is gonna turn to Grail and just be like, nobody's this fucking nice.
You are completely correct.
I will say all the people inside the church are eating this shit up like for breakfast. Like, they are fully into it. Half the people that you inspire, on your big trips, Grail, aren't even this, like, half as excited for, like, most of your inspirations. Oh, to be fair, most of your inspirations are before you go to a battle, so excitement's not really on the docket, but the point still stands.
Not excitement, but it is still like you want to invigorate. You want them to be going in with fervor. So I feel like there's an overlap there.
Yeah. You're definitely feeling the room. The room is charged.
I guess it would be hard to hold a sermon if there's no God. So he's inspiring the people instead?
If there is no God, then why not make one?
I don't like that idea.
Neither do I, but I believe it is exactly what they are trying to do. And who better a candidate than the one rallying the crowd?
After a few minutes of watching him do his general sermon, you can tell, like, Penny's putting a lot of effort into healing him. Like, sweat is kind of dripping, down her face as she's pumping a lot of energy into it. This is significantly more, like, mana flow, Callista, than you would use for most of your healing. Probably because she is not using Divine Presence. She's instead using, like, weaving mana itself into a mimicry of it. It's probably taking considerably more effort than it would take you or a cleric to do so. But it is getting the same result, more or less. The body is fixing itself. There is slightly more blood flow that you can tell. Like, the skin isn't 100% like bloodless anymore. There's a little bit. His breathing is kind of like fully evened out, and like he kind of sits up, opens his eyes, and he's kind of like looking around the area. You can see his wife is just like crying next to him, like grabbing his hand and holding it as several people start cheering, all that fun stuff.
I think at this point, Callista has seen all that she feels she needs to see about this little gathering, and she's gonna, like, I don't know, give Ortus and Grail a little tap on the shoulder so they at least know before she wanders off to go and find the other two.
Okay.
After
There
learning what
is-
she's learned, she wants to uncover more.
That's fair. There's significantly more people behind you now, as Grail and Ortus, just by standing in the middle, are kind of not quite creating a blockway, but they're definitely like an obstacle. So as you like turn right, you start like kind of weaving between people. It's a crowd that you are weaving between at this point. They're trying desperately to make room for you. It's like a can of sardines. It takes you bits. Grail and Ortus, are you guys gonna wait for the end of the sermon? You guys gonna go somewhere? What are you guys doing?
I want to see if this guy actually gets healed.
Okay.
I want to see exactly how this works, because this is the first time we've seen this like actual healing stuff happen, and to combine with the whole, no one ever dies here shtick. Grail is very interested to see exactly how it all shakes out.
Cool. Ortus?
Ortus will probably stick with Grail for the time being.
Alrighty. We're gonna look over at Andros and Odette for a moment. And Andros, you definitely left before everyone else. You got a pretty decent head start. Odette is probably about 50 some feet behind you by the time Odette leaves the church. You're heading just directly towards the shack. The shack isn't too far from the church. Maybe 300 some feet. The church is explicitly set up next to the shack for various reasons. As you head towards the shack, let's see. Let me look at your sheet real quick. I feel like you have something or another that would affect this. Yeah, you do just see spiritual stuff just randomly. Roll me a perception check. See if you have anything ringing. It's not the most likely thing in the world, but it's not the most unlikely. All right. So you
Doing a whole lot better this time, guys.
out. As you start heading over to the shack, hey, shut the fuck up, motorcycle. Sorry, that's a motorcycle in our fucking residential area, because dicks. Well, you head into or you head towards the shack, and as you get there, the first thing that you suppose feel, process, the gold above the statue is already the first time you've gotten to like really like be present here without really thinking of too much else and like really focusing down on stuff. The gold of the statue, specifically just like the statue itself, doesn't feel right. Like the longer you look at it, the less you want to look at it. You very distinctly have a feeling of that's where it is, that's how it should be. I'm done. Look away, kind of a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, very strange. As you look at the shack itself, because obviously, like, look at the statue and you look away, you look down. As you look at the shack, there is energy that comes off of the shack. You have no idea what kind of energy. But same with, you can see, like, spirits and ghosts and stuff like that. You are seeing something.
Okay. Is there windows to this shack?
Yes, but they're all, clouded, basically.
Oh, okay.
Can't see inside. Are you
Can
gonna, like, head
I-
up to the shack and just kind of stand there, or?
I'm gonna go up to the shack and I'm going to see if I can get any inkling of anyone inside.
You can't see anything. It's like midday, so you can't really see anything inside the shack. It's more or less, I don't know what the word would be, but it's clouded. So there's like, you can't see in the shack, you can't see any shadows, you can't see anything that would be indicative of people. There's no noise coming in. I'm assuming, Odette, you're walking at a general pace towards Andros. Odette.
Hold on.
Oh, you're BRB. Sorry.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, so Odette be coming up towards it. But yeah, so you can't really see anything in the windows. It's pretty clouded.
Okay.
There's also no noise coming from inside.
Let me look at my sheet real quick.
You do have a few spells. How good they are in this situation is debatable, but you do have a few spells.
I do. I remember correctly.
Ah, Creeper. Welcome in.
It's either thaumaturgy or prestidigitation.
Fucking shouts into his house, just like, bitch!
One of them allows me to, if it's unlocked, I'm really hoping one of those things are unlocked. I can open, just fling windows open.
You could try.
I think it's thaumaturgy. Yeah, thaumaturgy. I'm gonna try thaumaturgy to fling windows open. Yeah. Instantly cause unlocked doors and windows to fly open and slam shut.
You attempt to do on the window and nothing happens. You can tell it is definitely locked. Why they would lock a window in the middle of the day, you're not 100% sure.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand because it does not require that I have to see. I can feel around to unlock the window. And I'm gonna use Mage Hand to unlock the window.
Point you choose within range. The hand lasts for duration. The hand vanishes if it's more than 30 feet. Okay. Open unlock door container. Blah blah blah. It does in fact not specify whether you can see the spot or not. Because usually it says point you see within range rather than point you choose within range. So yeah. As you cast Mage Hand behind the window and you unlock it, yeah, it unlocks. Just kind of feeling around, just kind of tapping, just kind of
takes me a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm going to very carefully open that fucking window and get a peek in.
As you slowly open that window, it opens up. You stare face to face with a pair of eyeballs staring back at you.
Well, shit. Who am I staring at?
You are staring at Percival Pride.
Oh no.
Hang on. I have not met this motherfucker.
This is true. He just stares at you. Slowly opening that window.
Uh-huh. And?
You opening all the way?
Yep. Doesn't
All right.
say anything.
As you open all the way, like you stand up, you open all the way. He's just like matching you. Like he's bent over because he's quite tall. He's like I think like 6'8" or something. And so he's like bent over, and as you like lifted the window up, and you stood up to do so, he just matched your height going upwards, and so he's just staring you in the eyes. He doesn't seem to have like a mean look to him or anything, but he's just like looking, and he goes, "Well, hello there."
Just casually opens the window all the way and just what's up? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't the bathroom.
One moment, though. One moment, my mother walked in.
Okay. This isn't the bathroom. This is my house.
Funny that someone walked in on Andreas walking in on personal pride.
All right.
The walk inception.
As Andros and Odette over there. Yeah, Callista, you would pop out of the church. It'd take you a good hot minute to get out there, because God, that's a lot of people who are just swarming their way in there by the drove. But just like pushing your way past everyone, you would see Odette kind of walking towards the shack. You would still see Andra standing at the window with it open of the giant shack. All right.
So as my 4'3" self, just gonna fucking climb in the window.
As you tried to
around.
do so, he just reaches out and grabs you by the neck and holds you out the window. Your feet aren't touching the ground.
I figured as much.
How can I help you?
Andreas looks at him like a stray cat. I'm just like, I want in.
No.
It is a proven fact that if you hold Andreas by the back of his neck, you hear the sad hamster music start to play.
Also, he's kind of limp.
Yeah,
He's
he's holding you by like the front of the neck, just like
Really
just
is
up.
just a cat.
Yeah. Odette, as you walk forwards, you're pretty much at where Andros is, as Andros is just lifted up off the ground by Personal Pride's hand, as you hear.
Wait, hold on. No, hold on. Was there a back door to this shack?
Not that you could see, no.
Do I make a back door? Cool, because are there... Okay, actually, sorry, follow-up question. Are there any more windows?
Good question, hon. I think the logistics of the shack. I would say that there's two windows. There's the window that is on the front of the house, which is pointed towards the gates, which is also where the door is, directly to the window's right. On the right side of the house, relative to the window, there is one more smaller window.
Okay, fantastic. So, I would like to stealth around to the side, because Old Mate is currently distracted by Andrus.
Huh.
So I want to stealth around to the side and then use Unseen Servant to open the other window.
Oh my god.
Because I just checked, Unseen Servant, much like Mage Hand, does not require line of sight.
Son of a... Let's see. Simple task. Springs into existence unoccupied space on the ground within range. Yep, that is correct.
Yeah.
So the two most chaotic people.
And it is invisible, too, so there's no
Yeah,
real
so-
way to... Okay. Yep, yep.
So I'm happy to roll stealth to sneak around so that Old Mate doesn't see me.
Alright, yeah. So you undo the latch on the second window very, very quietly, you know, because he's an invisible servant. He's gonna do that pretty effectively.
Yeah.
I would say, as you're doing this, Callisto, you're probably like 40 or so feet behind Odette. You're seeing Odette just like sneak up to the window as Andrew's just being held at the other window. What are you doing, Callisto?
Great question.
As you're thinking, Sin, I would like to cast Identify, because it takes a minute
Oh
to
my
cast.
god.
And I'm gonna touch him. Because he's
You are
touching me.
technically touching. Fucking hell.
Oh yeah, it does take a minute to. Why does it take a minute to cast that? Jesus. Yeah. So as you're
I'm using it as a ritual spell.
that'd take
wait,
10
no,
minutes.
I can do. Oh yeah, I'll just do that. Actually, I'll just take 10 minutes. I'm gonna do a bunch of bullshit. I'm just gonna talk a bunch of bullshit out of my ass basically for 10 minutes as Odette's busy doing the other window. And
I
then
mean, he
cast
was willing to
second
entertain
attack.
Odette for a while, so I mean, he probably won't let go. That's, you know? Yeah, alright, yeah. Callista?
I was gonna say, Callista has encountered him before. He's like big, intimidating man, but he hasn't really been hostile at all.
Not yet, nope.
And I think Callista's one of the only party members that has a positive view of him somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she will aid in the distracting.
Okay,
So
yeah. So you
yeah,
just start walking down there.
She's gonna walk up. Hey, Lion Man, why are you holding Andreas?
It's just been like holding fucking Andros by the neck. It's just been like, how can I help you? Andros, how have you been replying?
Let me in. I want to look. Let me in. He's just kind of like kicking like a child. At this point, because of his short height, he's taking full advantage of acting like he would be a teen or like a child who's a misfit or like just being a hoodlum in a sense.
That's fair. Alright. So yeah, as Callista, you walk up to Andros and him. He's just like holding Andros as Andros like wiggling, and he like looks over at you and is just like, "Oh, I seem to have forgotten your name. I apologize."
Wow.
Well, that's a bit rude. Just because I can't forget your name doesn't mean it should be vice versa. A good leader should be able to identify people, right? Isn't that a part of how like you make friends? Is you know them and you know, be nice to them?
Those that have had significant impact on my industry, you are correct. You have not.
I can see why everyone kind of thinks you're a bit of an asshole now.
Andrea's still flailing in the.
As his eye twitches a little bit. Odette, you feel free to roll me a, we won't go stealth with
You have
advantage.
no idea the dumb shit I have planned, Sin. Okay, so I'm not sneaking into this place. I don't need to. I crack open the window just a smidgen and slide a piece of charcoal and a piece of parchment through the window. I give it to my unseen servant. I then command my unseen servant to go through the back door, because I know there's a door that leads further in and probably downstairs. I command my unseen servant to take the parchment and the charcoal, and because it's shapeless, slide under the door and sketch whatever's in the basement.
That is
And then
so
bring the
fucking
parchment
good. That
and
is
the charcoal
incredible.
back
That
to
is
me.
that is insane. I fucking oh my
Intelligence, by the
god.
Let's hope this guy can draw.
That's fucking insane. Okay. Yeah. So cracked open a switchem, put the charcoal in there, put the paper in there, not hard to do. You can kind of sort of a little bit, not really, see as he just like shifts down through the floor. You assume there's a
I can't
trapdoor
see,
there
though,
from what
'cause
you
it's
saw
invisible.
previously. Oh yeah, that's right. You see the paper just like kind of flow midair for a second before shoop. I remember seeing what was effectively like a trapdoor kind of stairway situation.
Ah, it was
so.
a trapdoor.
Yeah, so it just kind of swoop straight down. You do hear for just a moment like the charcoal kind of hitting the thing, but it's so small. It honestly I'll be honest.
And Callista's being
Yeah.
Callista and
Callista's
Andros
doing what
being
Callista does best.
So obnoxious.
Rage
So you, like-
baiting on accident?
So the his eye twitches a little bit. He just kind of like looks between the two of you. He looks at Callista and he goes, "So why are you here? What can I do for you?"
Well, I was just curious what was going on with little Sack, big statue in the middle of town, and then I saw that you were holding someone that I kind of hold dear, and I thought that I would, see what's going on there. So can I have him back, please? And Callista will like make grabby hands at Andreas. could you put him down? That looks pretty uncomfortable.
I
Has it been
could.
10 minutes in?
No.
Damn it.
I could put them down. However, he stares at you as you are flailing, trying to get inside. They will get inside, and I don't want them inside. This is my house. They broke into my house. I dislike that.
Did they break in? I mean, Andreas is kind of sneaky, but I don't think he's the kind of person to break into stuff. Are you, Andreas?
No, I totally am.
I'm trying to help you here.
Was it your spectral
I think
hand
this is the
that opened
most
my
I've
door?
learned about
My
you
window?
so far.
Maybe. How'd you know it was there? It's invisible.
Mage hands are invisible.
Oh shit, oh that's right.
I love the idea that you've never used it before.
Character too. It's just like, oh, sneaking with the invisible mage hand. How'd you know? It was visible. Oh.
Just like, damn, it's not invisible. Shit. He's just like, was it you? It's probably you. But you would know. Was
I
it you?
like to imagine, that like, like the mage hand is invisible, and the mage hand that's floating next to you just gives a thumbs down.
Loud, incorrect button sound.
It's just a mage hand that's sitting on the window still, just like, huh. Just like deflates.
Listen,
Mage
Andreas would fully be aware of this already, except I, as the player, don't. But I'm gonna go ahead and be like, he realizes this, and it's just bullshitting still.
It works to a degree. Like, you legitimately confuse him for a moment, as he's just like, he kind of like falters for a moment, as he looks at your mage hand, and looks back up at you, barely be able to comprehend the concept that you wouldn't know what your own spelled. And he's just like, you must have made it. Right?
Did I make it?
For all you know, my rat could have made it. And Callista will, for an extra layer of confusion, whip out Pony. You see, my rat is kind of magical. For all you know, it could have been Pony.
Even more confusion by calling the rat pony.
Could have been my pony. Pulls out a rat.
I like
What?
the idea that Pony's just like doing that stupid little break dance on Callista's hand, like the instant she gets whipped out too.
You see him legitimately look confounded for a second, and then he just starts to laugh. He laughs, like he guffaws, like he's laughing so hard. He doesn't let go of Andros. Like his arm is like straight, like bar locked out his window, but he is like belly laughing at this. He's just like, I like you. What's your name?
The rat, I just introduced her. Her name's Pony.
No, you.
Percival laughs. Ballista laughs.
The pony
Andrews
laughs.
is
We shoot
flailing.
the pony.
Andreas gasps for breath.
Friendship ended with Grail, now friends with Percival Pride.
Jesus. Yeah.
From one giant arrogant man to another. Callista has a type.
You
Apparently
just fucking
not.
you fucking
Hey.
squeak, and he just like stares at you, somewhat confused as to the fact that you're not giving him your name. And he's just like, yes. Is this human custom I don't know about? And he looks at Andrus and he's like, do you not normally
Human?
ask names?
I'm not human.
You think I know?
Ugh.
You think I know human customs?
Been around humans too long. What's your name, not human?
Are you? Are you not?
Looks between both of us. Neither of us are human.
Yeah, one of us
Who are
is
you
purple
talking
and the
to?
other's gray, and he's just like, you guys aren't human.
You're not human, and you're not human. Is there anyone here that is human? Real
You ask if he's not human, and he just like looks at you, and doesn't reply. Just smiling.
Odette's human, I think. Yeah,
Cole's
there
just
she
gonna,
is.
gonna stare at
Yeah.
him harder. Can she like
He
Did she,
doesn't
like,
know about Odette being there.
inspect him to see if he's like not humany? If she like does that little like squint of
See if
like,
he's not
I'm
Are you-
focusing on
Are you, are you
Yeah,
trying?
not humany.
Are you trying to insight if he's human?
Yeah, you know what? Callista's gonna like put Pony on her shoulder, hands on hips, and she's like leaning in and doing like the Facebook mum squint to like look at Percival. Are you a human?
Roll me insight. He just stares
Callista-
at you blankly.
Callista steals a pair of little. Callista just like whips out a little pair of glasses that no one knew she had, and like
That would
adjusts them.
hilarious if
back.
that was a 20. You pull out the little glass and he stares
that's
at you.
so
He
good.
just goes, I'm something. You have no idea what to infer from this. He is, in fact, something.
Interesting. Well, I'm also a something.
I see. What's your name?
You keep. Now I'm suspicious about you. Callista's like Feywild nonsense senses going off, even if it's completely wrong. She's like, now that you've asked like thrice, I really don't want to give you my name.
A minute ago,
Why do you
were
wanna know
complaining
how
he
to
doesn't
address
know your
me?
name. Now you refuse to give it to him.
That's part of the joke, yes.
He like, and,
Aw,
and
man.
you can see
Oh,
one thing that you'll
Sinspeaks
see with
again.
that insight. His arm hasn't quivered in the slightest. He is straight arm holding Andrus's entire body for at this point about 5 minutes, and his arm hasn't wavered in the slightest. Even your arms would get tired at this point. And
Okay,
uh,
what Andrews we're
75
talking
pounds.
about. This
Just
doesn't
the
say too
idea-
much.
Just the idea that Callista's looking at him, she's trying to like figure out like what he is. She just looks at his arm for a minute and just goes, damn, never mind. Back to focusing.
Jesus. And he just like he looks at you. He goes, "I'm Percival Pride."
Yeah, I know your name, Lion Man, but why do you want my name so bad?
So I can remember your name for the future. So I no longer call you Person.
Guess you're not the type for nicknames, huh?
No.
Obviously not. You don't seem creative. There is so many nicknames you could give me based off of what I have displayed today. I am very nicknameable. I'll have you know.
You should probably
Blue
teach us.
Just today,
haired.
I was called a gremlin by one of my friends. I am very nicknameable.
Should teach him.
He kind of looks at Andrus, looks back at Callista. Blue-haired cloak and rat.
Nope, those are observations, not nicknames. You see how I call you Lion Man because you are loud, you are bold, and you like demand attention and you strut around like you're important or whatever. That's a nickname. It
And because his
takes
last name
your
is Pride.
essence
Yeah.
and it
His last
puts it
name's
into
Pride.
one big thing.
I see.
That
I
is
see.
what a nickname does. You are lacking in the nickname department. Honestly, it's kind of uncharismatic.
Teaching him how to
seem-
nickname properly.
You
It's just
seem
like, I
a
see, I
little
see.
lame to me.
Hmm.
You should be taking notes.
Hmm. He kind of like
He seems to be
wiggles
standing
Andrus
perfectly
for
fine.
a moment. And he just goes, "We'll condense you into." Kind of like turns Andros's entire body by just flicking his wrist, and he goes, "Short demon."
No, see, that feels kind of reductive, doesn't it?
He's so bad at this.
Also racist.
Yeah.
How did you manage to gather so many people behind you when you are just glaringly uncreative?
Do you think you need nicknames when you are establishing trade routes? Do you think you need to have personal interactions with those around you who supply and help your individuals? No, you must make it
Well,
so
obviously
that...
you don't have personal interactions. Look at you.
Oh.
The answer is clear. He's over 6 foot. That's how he gets all the attention.
It's had to have been 10 minutes by now.
It's been
was
about
just
8-9
good at
minutes or
distracting.
so. He looks at Callista,
Shit.
and Andros, you can actually feel his grip starting to get a little bit tight on your throat. And he looks at Callista, he just goes, "You are..." Wait, hold on, give me a second.
Adorable.
No. Annoying's the first word that pops into my mind. But we'll say. I got nothing. Hold on.
You know, I had a really positive first impression of you. You seemed like a really, like, neat sort of person to be around. But now that I know that you lack this much, like, in the brain department, I don't know. You've lost my respect, really.
He like stares at you for like a solid minute. Like he's just like
stares
staring
back.
at you. And he just goes, "Gremlin is a good title for you."
And now you're stealing. You're that uncreative that you had to take the one example that I gave you and try to repurpose it as your own.
I call you Goblin. Is that specious?
Is this the kind of leader that you are?
I don't really talk to people.
I
I
can
leave
tell.
that to most of my other
I don't
ones, like Father
either.
Morgan. Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, well, Father Morgan seems very nice, but I'll be honest, he seems like a bit of a yes man if you came out this incompetent.
Jesus Christ. By
Be
this point,
glad Callista doesn't have vicious mockery, otherwise
By
this
the-
would be a boss fight.
as his full attention is on I mean, like, every ounce of his attention is on Callista right now. The weight of his stare, she could actually feel on her shoulders, as much as she's almost certainly ignoring it. But you could feel it just like digging into your shoulders as he starts like staring at you. It's now been a solid 10 minutes, so we'll get to that in just a second.
Yes.
And Odette, you hear swoosh as the paper comes up, and then thunk as the charcoal kind of like slides out the trap door, and then they just kind of like slide under the window to you.
Beautiful. What am I looking at? Like,
Alrighty, so
what's the basement like, DM?
So, the basement that you can see, I did take a sippies, thank you. The basement that you could see on this is, obviously it's a 2D plane because he drew it. But from what you can tell, it looks like a semi-regular stone basement. But in kind of the center of the drawing is what appears to be some humanoid figure that is kneeling, chained, possibly bleeding, but that might be the charcoal just kind of like bleeding onto the paper.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not entirely sure because it's charcoal, but it looks like they haven't moved for a long time. It looks like they are chained directly to the wall. There's 2 chains on their neck, circular chained onto a collar that lead directly into the wall. But beyond that, you really can't tell anything else from the picture.
Interesting.
And then for your identify, You learn which ongoing spells, if any, are currently affecting it. I will also say you learn general bits and pieces on them to my discretion. From him holding you, just straight armed for 10 minutes straight, which honestly is a feat in of itself, there are no proper spells affecting him that you can tell. He is as he is. Possibly some form of transfiguration, but you really can't tell. Like, it's a weird mixture. There's some like magical energy that is just coursing through his body in general. There is some kind of demonic energy that is surrounding him. Something on par with divine energy, but not quite. It's unnatural, I would say. It's like unnatural divine almost. And it's very uncomfortable to be held by him now.
Ooh.
And he's just straight holding as he stares at Callista, and he just goes, I'm going to work on this. I'm going to refine this. I will become the greatest at, what do you call this? Nicknaming?
Nicknaming, yeah.
Yes, nicknaming that you have ever seen. Next time that you interact with me, child, I will nickname you something worthy of the gods. And I guess this thing too.
Hey, that thing is my friend, Andreas, unless you mean Pony, in which case I don't know if she's like my pet or like my daughter at this point, but either way, I adore her very much. I cherish her.
The hoof rat I will name something in the future.
Hey,
Rat.
you don't need to nickname her. She has a name. Respect it.
You cannot give a nickname to something that has a nickname?
No, you can, but your nicknames are gonna be sit, and I know that, so just
How
don't go there.
distracted? Sorry to interrupt real quick. How distracted would you say Percival is right now?
Extremely.
Fantastic. So, I'm going to have my while this is happening, we're gonna have my unseen servant relock the window, so there's no evidence that I've been here.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to have my unseen servant start rearranging his furniture very carefully and very quietly.
Do
He notices all the chairs are gone.
No.
as this is going on, do I get the chance to actually notice Odette and the unseen servant just moving shit around?
You can 100% see the, you can't see the unseen servant, but you can see that, like, his chair slowly moves. Ever so slightly at a time.
Servant. Thank you.
Oh my god, it's a ghost! There's a ghost in his
And he
house.
questions it, and it's just like, does Andrew see Odette in the other window?
No, it's also clouded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so to the best of your knowledge, his furniture is just shifting.
It says nothing.
He's just like, he like shakes address and says, my home is off limits to all those here for obvious reasons. So you and he stares at Andrus. Shark Teeth are free to leave.
See, that feels like an insult, okay? It
It's
has
meant
to be somewhat positive. Well, this is why no one likes
meant
you.
to be.
He tried sneaking into my house.
Yeah, well, you're grabbing him by the throat for what, 10 minutes now? I think you've gotten your revenge or whatever. Put him down, man. Have some decency.
Wait. Does he have a bookshelf?
He does.
Once the furniture's been shifted, my next command is to rearrange his bookshelf
Oh my
and
god.
make it so the titles, like the first letter of each book, spell out something like "I'm watching you, fuckface," and then the rest of them are like completely randomized.
Just make it even more petty. Just have it spell out you're like cunt or something.
No,
What's up,
I think I'm
Phineas?
watching you, fuckface, is just, given the rearranged furniture and everything, there's nothing he can use to, like, tie it to anyone. But it clearly wasn't these two, because they were, like, in conversation with
I love how the hand
Or
is just
even
still
better.
on the windowsill too.
Yeah.
Even better, just have it
Yeah, well,
like
the
have
hand
it
wants
say
in.
have it say hello, Lion Man or something. Really, just like throw
The
it
problem
in
is
for
that
a
Odette
loop. You'll be
didn't
like,
hear
"What
any
the
of that.
Callista's
so-
influence is
Yeah, the
great.
problem is Odette doesn't know that she calls him that. So
He
can't
just
hear
like
it.
he just like looks
she's
at
on the other side of the
Callista.
house.
He just like looks
Did
at
she not call
Callista.
him Lion Man earlier when they
I don't
like
believe
entered the
so.
town and he was mentioned?
I think this is like the aside from the Gallo, the first time you've called him Lion Man.
Not every time he's mentioned and Callista's talked about him, she hasn't referred to him by name. It's just been Lion Man.
Ah, interesting. But yeah, so he's like he holds
Partly
Edris
because I
and
couldn't remember his name.
he looks at Callista, he looks back at Edris and goes, "Yeah, I just like he drops Andros, but he drops Andros backwards." So Andros goes like a solid 2 feet backwards as he hits the ground.
I catch myself.
It's not hard. Well, as much as I would love to continue entertaining you, I do have things I must get to.
It's very funny that you think you're the entertaining one here. I'm the one who made you laugh. I'm providing all the value here. You are just a leech in this conversation, but okay.
I'm starting to dislike you now.
Well, the feeling's mutual. I thought you would be a great person to talk to, but it turned out you're a big whopping jerk. And now that you know what? And now that I'm talking about this, that big old statue there is tacky.
You just do not understand
Wait,
fine
do you
art,
want to
wild
like
child.
step out of your house every day and see like your big gold cheeks? That's dumb, and I think you're weird.
You simply do not appreciate fine art. As expected, wild child, and just slowly closes his window.
You say that, but I know
Appreciate
you
it.
had them exaggerate your proportions on that statue. You are smaller in real life.
He just like he just like pauses closing the window for a second. He just looks there and he goes, "There's nothing about that statue that isn't larger than me, except a single part," and closes.
I appreciate fine art. That is neither.
So Andrews looks over at Callista. So we can agree he's compensating, right? With the statue.
Oh, definitely. Look at it.
Okay.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
made out of gold, for Pete's sake. Like,
Since you're close enough to the window,
If you're
Callista, you can hear him turn and then just let out a deep sigh.
you know what? No, Callista's... Okay. I was gonna joke that Callista was gonna use, like, thaumaturgy and stand right next to the window so that he could definitely hear her along with, like, half the town, but no. I think just her standing next to the window is fine, as she says, if you have to make a statue out of a fine material, it's because you're lacking in the flesh.
Jesus. I know who he's killing first.
Fair the day I play a bard.
Yep, fair enough, fair enough. Alright. Yeah. Unseen servant, probably disappeared as, he closed the window. As you guys kind of walk back a little bit, you just see Odette standing next to the other window.
Oh no, like the moment she gave the last command, she moved to about 50 feet away from the house so that the servant's still active, but like he can't connect because if you move outside 60 feet, it vanishes. But she
Yeah.
also doesn't want to be anywhere near the window when he sees it.
That's fair. As you guys just see Odette, kind of halfway to, or not halfway, but you know, about 50 or so feet away from y'all.
So,
Hey, Odette, we were looking for you, actually. Oh, well, I was.
Oh.
I don't know what Andrew was up to, but...
Well, based on what I saw, he was trying to sneak into the house as it was. Not very well.
I
Oh, wait,
didn't
you actually
expect him to
were
be
trying to
right at the
sneak in?
fucking window.
What was that, Callista?
I didn't think you were actually trying to sneak in. I thought we were just... Were we not just trying to annoy him?
Well, I think I don't correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you were trying to sneak.
I was.
But I will
Oh.
say your distraction, as it were, was most useful.
Oh, good. You got something.
I got.
Thank you very much. I learnt it from my auntie Elaine. You should see
I
some of the
also-
things she has said to barkeeps that piss her off.
I don't think that I want to. I will withhold this information until we are alone and outside of the town. Oh, also, I'll tell this to the rest of them as well, but I discovered something when I was fighting myself in my brain. And then it was confirmed, of course, by Monsieur in the tacky golden statue house. Oh, right, yes, no, the man inside the house has placed a compulsion, as it was, on each of us. Well, each of you. I fought my brain and won, so it's no longer on me. But has placed a compulsion on each of you to drive you to return to the town, which explains why no one wants to leave.
Yeah, no,
I'll
it explains a
tell-
lot.
I will tell Grail and Ortus and also Throne, wherever he has gone, about this at some point.
Yeah. I managed to cast Identify on him. He does have demonic and celestial essence to him.
Oh, he is more than a man.
Yeah. And it's not the best. Nah.
That would
should've
explain why
stolen
he
s-
seemed almost as dense as I am.
You guys can both see that Andrus does have, like, bruises, like, finger-shaped bruises on his neck now.
Oh, mon Dieu.
Do
Callista,
you
can
want,
you
like, a
heal
little
his...
heal for those? Yeah.
Yeah.
You want healing, Andrus?
No.
You're just fine with that?
Would you not want the others to see what Percival has done?
Well, how would they know it was specifically Percival?
I mean, only Percival has stupidly tiny hands like that, so...
Also, I mean, Callista, you did happen to see him just practically strangle me, so...
Well, true, but since when does Grail believe what I say?
Damn.
When it comes to hating
find out.
Percival, he's gonna pick one of those.
Yeah. why don't we go
True.
give this a test? Why don't we give that a try first? Let's go see what he says.
We should leave the
Alrighty.
town, though.
Yeah, we should. Let's do that outside the town.
Alrighty. As you guys have been doing that with Percival, Ortus and Grail, you both have been kind of watching the sermon happen. You've been watching, you know, people talking and chatting. To the best of your ability to tell, the man has been healed. It was definitely slower than your paladin healing or Callista's cleric healing, but he does appear to be healed. It is a little bit different, though, to the best of your ability to tell. His wound isn't scarred over, nor is it scabbed over. It looks like a wound that just isn't bleeding and isn't fully fixed, if that makes sense. It looks
Like-
very similar to a scar if the scar was raw, if that makes sense. It's wrong coloration, wrong texture that you guys can see. It looks like
So like someone, does it look like someone's like grafted skin over it or something?
Something similar. Yeah. It doesn't look like it healed in a way that you or healing potions or divine magic would have healed it. The wound is definitely closed. That's for sure. So it won't bleed out or anything like that. But it just doesn't look like a scar that you're used to of any way, shape, or form. And obviously, like, they give him a new shirt and he kind of puts it over. He still looks somewhat gray. Just kind of like somewhat bloodless, I would say. There is still a little bit of color that has moved into him, and so he looks better than he did when he was first brought in. But he definitely looks off a little bit. He seems, I would say, kind of cheery. You don't really know his personality beforehand, but like he seems like almost groggy. He seems like kind of not there, but fully there. This does happen sometimes when you more or less lose all of your blood and regain it. So like that's not super weird, but he's kind of slow and
familiar
like,
with what that looks like.
you've probably healed some people who've had almost like no blood in them. Or at least a significant quantity of blood been removed from their bodies. You've healed to a degree. So like significant blood loss does make you woozy, does make you slow. He just doesn't seem right, to the best of my ability to say. But yeah, he hugs his wife, he like waves to everyone, and Penny's just like sitting there kind of sweating, kind of like panting a little bit as like people walk up, tap her on the shoulder, and then turn around and start walking out. And it's just like it's a long line of people who all go up and thank her for her job and then walk away, or they shake hands with the father and then walk out the building. And everyone starts to just kind of dissipate out of the church. It takes like 10, 15 minutes of people just thanking and walking away and thanking and walking away. What are you two doing?
Well, I guess if that's all over, don't think I would want to go and talk to Penny. I feel like that's not going to achieve much, so gonna go look for everyone else.
Yeah. As you Huh?
I was gonna say, yeah, I was just gonna follow. He doesn't know his way around. He doesn't want to be left alone.
That's fair. As you guys kind of like, two paths are kind of made, two lines of people, one who's coming in, one's coming out, just to make it a little bit more orderly. So you guys kind of like just move to the side and start following the line of people that are heading out the building. As you do so, you see the other three just kind of standing there, just generally in the middle of the town, talking amongst one another.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go up and... Now, what did you all get up to in that time? Couldn't have been more
I
than
haven't
10 minutes. What, are you gonna tell me that you, I don't know, broke into Percival's house?
Well, I didn't.
I tried.
Great.
I was like, here's the most improbable
be a
thing that
better
you guys
person.
could have done. Hey, we tried doing that. Fuck.
Normally, Grail would sigh in these situations. This time, he physically face palms. Do you
Grail,
remember
you and
what we
Ortuz
discussed
would
when we first
very
came in
easily
here?
see the
Talking about
fingerprints
keeping a
on
low
Anderson.
profile.
No, I don't think I was there. I think I ran out actually before you had that conversation.
Probably.
Also, for what it's worth, he didn't see me, so I did keep a low profile.
That was my
And I
first
did
time
not
meeting
go
him.
anywhere near the house. I just stood
We should probably
outside
leave.
and
We
verbally
should
cooked
probably
him.
leave town. So, there are things that I need to tell all of you. And I
Yes.
should not do them within the city walls. Yes.
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 Also, look what he did to me, and I showed Grim my neck.
Just the fingerprint bruises in the neck.
I'm torn between saying you deserve it for blowing our cover and saying that I have even more reason to murder that man. So we will go with both.
That was my first time meeting him. I don't think I... Yeah, no, I wasn't with you guys when you met him.
Mm-hmm. But you are now associated with Callista.
That is true.
Although, whether or not that's a good or
For
bad
better
thing
or
is
for
very
worse.
debatable.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You guys start heading towards the gate, I assume?
Yeah.
You all head over to the gate. And as you're at that same boundary that you guys are fairly used to, even being at this boundary, all with the exception of Odette, it's weird because you don't really want to step over the boundary. It's not even like a proper boundary. There's no like, you know, symbols or like a ground or anything that really shows off the boundary. But you just know in your mind where you don't want to step over. It's not very hard pressed or anything like that. It's just in the back of your head, just like, do I really want to step over this line? Do I really want to exit the boundaries of this town? You know, that kind of thing. Just like, it's in the back of your head.
Mm-hmm.
If Callista inspects the ground, is there anything different about it? Like the edge of like a circle or a spell?
Not a spell, but roll me perception.
Ah, wonderful. Callista's coming in clutch this episode.
Nice. It's almost one. So as you...
A dirty little 20.
God. As you look at the ground and you kind of like are looking over it, there is no definitive like markings or like line in the sand or whatever it is, but there is definitely like a definitive like almost circular edge that kind of like has a arc at this exact spot. It's definitely like it comes from the shack based on your ability to tell, you know, distance and stuff like that. It definitely comes from the shack, and it ends right where the gate exits. You don't know what it is exactly, whether it's a spell, whether it's some kind of sacred ground, unsacred ground, or something that's built into the city itself, or if it comes from Percival or something of that sort. No idea, but you can tell it ends right at where the gates stop.
So, if I'm understanding that right, it is centered on the shack, like that is the center of the circle?
That is the center of the city and the center of the circle, yes. The shack is literally
that it was in the center of
dead
the
center.
city.
Yeah.
Hehe, my bad.
You're good. But yes, it is the center of both. Is where this imaginary line extends to.
Very interesting.
Neat.
It is a
Yeah,
shame I don't do magic shit.
Yeah, all four
Is
of
there
you
magic
get this
shit
little...
I can do?
I don't know, actually. I mean, you used to have your god, but, your god's not the most talkative.
Kowalski, analysis.
Kowalski, please.
Would Pony know?
No.
Is Pony a knower?
Not in the slightest. No, like, you can feel... Like, you can literally feel magic. Which is one of the reasons you can kind of see this. Because you have a being of pure magic within you. So you can literally feel the magic as it moves around you. But aside from that, you have no idea what it is exactly or anything. You just know it extends to right there. And you're, like, just in the back of your head, just as a secondary thought, you really don't want to cross that line. You know, you kind of like it in this town. It's kind of a nice town, you know. It's just kind of there. And all 4 of you have that same inkling in the back of your head.
Okay.
You remember this from last night, Andros, as well, when you were standing over here. It's a little bit stronger than it was yet last night. Last night it was just like thought that was passing in your mind. Now it's like it's in the back of your head.
Mm-hmm. And I don't like it. Hate it.
What would you guys like to do? You guys can step past the boundary if you want to, or you can stay within the boundary and talk. It's up to you guys.
Step out for me.
I would like to try and step out. You mentioned that it's difficult.
It's
Or, like,
in
we're
the back
compelled
of your
to,
head.
so.
Yeah, it's an odd feeling. As you guys like step out, it's you can feel the moment that you like actually step across that boundary, and it's I would say it's best equivalent would be it sends a shiver down your arms and your spine and stuff, like your hairs stick up as you step past, and that voice in the back of your head goes from I kind of want to stay in the town too. I really kind of want to go back to the town. It's a little bit weird because most of you don't even like this town all that much, but it's in the back of your head where you just kind of want to go back in. You kind of don't like being outside of this town.
This is gonna be potentially silly, but Grail obviously really does not like this because he hates Percival, and he's got a bit of an ego himself. Does not like the idea of something having this kind of power. Can I command silence on myself to try and silence that voice?
That's a very interesting question, huh? Or follow the command on its next turn. That's a good question. Roll me a wisdom saving throw. Your own DC 15.
What are you rolling against? Myself. Give
Don't
me
forget your
one
positive
hot moment.
modifier
I did
that you
not
get
even
towards
have
this.
the world loaded.
For being within 10 feet of yourself.
Ozzy doesn't even
Do
have
I
his
do I
own
count as my
server
own
number.
ally?
You
We'll
sure
give you
do,
this one
buddy.
for right now. Yeah.
No,
Let's
it
go.
rules as written. The paladin does get their own buff.
Yeah.
It's
Man,
very
this server's so slow. Who's the server host? Go yell at
How is it slow for you?
I was making a joke. It's fine for me because I can literally just I don't have to route through like Cloudflare or anything.
I was about to say I have A3 MS. If you have higher than that, I'd be shocked. Wow. Okay. Plus
10
3 is
minus
12.
1.
Yeah. So that does fail. Okay. So yeah, you cast command silence on yourself, and it's a really weird interaction. Because as you like silence that voice in your mind, it kind of like dulls a little bit. It's really weird to say because naturally your brain is kind of, you know what I mean. But like your desire to go places, like your desire to head places, just kind of also quiets down. Like you don't really have a desire to go somewhere. Like there's no real compulsion to push yourself in a direction. That kind of like quiets down a little bit too.
Okay. So by failing, I succeeded.
Yeah, essentially I was rolling the inside of your mind against you. So it failed.
funny.
So it, yeah. It's a very weird interaction. But yeah, you no longer have the compulsion to go back into the town. You also don't really have the compulsion for the moment to really go anywhere.
Does this extend to like beyond just places and to be like, how do I say, like general drive? Like, is it really stopping me from wanting to do anything, or is it just physically moving that I don't want to do?
Really just going places right now.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, you still have, like, obviously your main drive, you still have all that fun stuff, and it's like, you have to go to a place to get this done, but you kind of don't want to go anywhere.
Very, yep. Okay, cool. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Alright, cool. Yeah, you all step out, and with the exception of Odette and now Grail, that voice is just in the back of your mind, just every now and again, just passively, just going, hey, kind of want to go back in.
So question. We step outside. Grail commands himself to be silent. Now, command has a verbal component. So do we just see Grail like step
gonna
out,
ask this.
silence, and then just stop talking for 6 seconds?
Honestly, I'd leave it up to Grail what specific words are, but yeah, you just hear him say that, like, staring, like, probably up or something, or at himself or whatever.
Well, yeah, I do imagine that like silence is the command word, but instead of like myself silencing, I'll just be like, you'll hear me say silence on myself, and you can kind of tell. Can people tell it's a command? Like, does it carry like a little?
It
Yeah, it's like
carries
a
a
voice
in
thing,
Dune.
so.
yeah,
you
it
can, like,
carries
say
like
no.
a not a wave per se, but it carries a magical element to it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you see him silence himself, and then it'll be like, better.
Oh, did you? Okay, wait, hold on. So you did the silence on yourself. I'm assuming that you were like trying to shut up the voice in your head or whatever? Qui?
Correct.
Okay, did your drive to go anywhere also die?
You see, Grail sort of like, you know, when people like sort of like roll their eyes to the top of their head while they're thinking. He does that for a minute. Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
A concerned tone.
Okay. I have so many thoughts. Most of them are about blood, but we'll put those aside for a moment.
Oh,
Okay. So when I was high, thanks to Bluesky.
You got high as well?
Yeah, because remember, Ortus was like, "Hey, you should try some of these pancakes," and then I did, and I got high. Anyway, so
What
when
did
I
I
got high, I left
do?
the town, and I noticed that there was a compulsion in my brain, and I was like, "Well, that's no good." So then I entered my mind palace. This was after I discovered that no one had died in the town for 19 years. Anyway, so I entered my mind palace, and I fought the part of me that was trying to drive me back to go to town, and I killed it. And that killed all of my drive to like go anywhere anymore. So then I went to Penny and I got her to heal my brain because obviously I'd done a bit of damage to my brain. And she managed to heal my brain, so now I have the compulsion to go places. But given that Grail also has this thing where he does this thing and he doesn't want to go places anymore, that drives me to believe that not only has Percival Pride, she very briefly gives a finger to the town, has placed a compulsion upon the people who enter the town to drive them to return to the town or not leave the town. But he has tied it to the compulsion to go anywhere, which makes it much harder to remove than if it was just a random compulsion. The reasons that I know that it was tied to it is not only that Grail obviously experienced the same thing as me when he tried to silence the compulsion, but when I was fighting myself in my mind, it fought as if it was me, and if it wasn't me, then I would have bested it, but I didn't best it, leaving me to consume or conclude that it was me, which means the compulsion is tied to the compulsion to go anywhere, rather than just a separate compulsion that has been placed upon us.
You mean to imply it hijacks that portion of our brain that has
Qui.
the desire to move, rather than place
What?
upon us some kind of additional command?
That is what I believe, yes.
So you're telling me
Fascinating.
that voices telling you to go somewhere is not a common thing? Because I got voices telling me to go wherever, anytime. I think it's just called being free-spirited.
Because do you have an internal
That's what I
monologue?
figured it was.
Anyway, so in other news, and she kind of starts walking away from the town. In other news, I also discovered something very interesting beneath the Golden Tower.
Oh, while me and Callista was gracefully distracting him.
Rage
Quick,
baiting.
whilst you were having a delightful conversation, no doubt, with Percival Pride, actually flips the town off again. I used my unseen servant, his name is Jeremiah, to sneak into the basement of the tower, and I discovered something most interesting. And she'll like unroll the charcoal drawing and show it to everybody.
Oh,
Yeah, is there someone down
it's a
there?
person.
Yeah.
It's a person.
Quick. Is that chained up down there?
So you're telling me that he
Quick.
did something to make people come back to town, and he's got a person chained up in his basement.
Quick. That seems to be what I'm telling
How
you.
clingy!
I know, right? It's so weird to keep like an entire person
He's
down
got-
there trapped. Like,
And to keep an entire town in one place. Talk about
Do we-
attachment issues.
do we think that the like whole chained up down there is consensual? It doesn't look consensual in the drawing, but you know,
No.
some people are
No.
definitely into that. Like, I've run into people who wanted me to step
Wait,
on them
what?
for some reason, and I don't really understand that. But I don't think it's like this might be connected to it. I don't really know.
In the words of my auntie, someone would pay for that.
The IRL crossover.
What?
It's iconic, I had to.
Rev's actual auntie has said that.
No, it was my grandma who said that,
Oh, it's your
actually.
grandma, you're right.
It was
Oh
my
God.
grandma.
Oh, even better.
Some
No,
people
that's so
would
much
beef
better.
with that.
Yeah. In any case, so the compulsion thing, potentially we could like look at getting it removed, but then we'd also have to like restore your compulsion to go other places, and that seems like a whole lot of effort. Like, I was able to get away with it because of obviously Penny was there to like help us or whatever. But for the most part, I don't understand how we're supposed to like deal with that. And then also there's the fact that Percival Pride is like really weird and probably really strong.
Oh no, he is
There is
very
something
strong.
unnatural about his strength. That is for
Quick.
certain.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
like I could.
I managed to cast Identify on him. He has the essence of both demonic and celestial to him.
Also, I told his
Along with
books.
some more stuff that I couldn't quite identify in a sense.
I rearranged his furniture and made his books say, "I'm watching you, fuckface." So I'm sure
That
that
was
he's.
you?
Yeah,
I saw them
Quick.
moving!
Yeah, it was
Best idea.
Jeremiah. Yeah.
Oh,
He's a
That was-
good being.
your invisible servant is a bean?
Well, no, he's a shapeless mass who follows my commands. But
okay.
you know, yeah. I guess he could be shaped like a bean. It's hard to tell because he's, I'll say invisible.
Would it have to be
Unseen,
like a
that's,
bean with legs, or does he not need legs to move? Would it be
No,
like
I
a
think
levitating bean?
that he floats. I'm not sure, to be honest. Again, it's
Oh,
very
okay.
hard to tell because unseen. In any case,
Think more of a slime. Invisible slime.
well, it could be,
Invisible
but a
slime.
slime made of beans. I don't. Sorry, we're
Have you
getting
ever
off track.
have you ever slapped a slime?
No.
It's very satisfying. Makes a very good like sound. Especially if you really like wind up.
No, sorry. Back on track. We need to work out what Percival Pride is before we inevitably kill him. Also, if I were to hazard a guess, potentially the person tied up in the basement has something to do with the town's immortality.
Mhm.
I
I was
don't
gonna
know
say,
how.
if they're being hidden, then do you think they're sort of the source of some of the influence going on around here?
Potentially, but we need to. I don't know. We'd need to like freeze them or something and then kill one of the civilians to test it, I suppose.
We need to get him to leave his house so we can get in his house.
Surely we could set fire to the house. No, that would kill the person inside.
Yeah.
Hang on.
What What if
Last
it
time
topples
we
the golden
damaged
statue?
this. I was going to say, last time we damaged the statue, we were told that Percival himself repaired it.
Uh-huh.
There is one way to get him out of the house.
Wait, but before
Yeah.
we level a siege upon his house, we should probably work out what he is.
How do you propose we do that? He seems rather tight-lipped about anything
I don't
regarding
know.
his origins.
Books?
You think there are books written about what he is?
I'd assume so. Or like scrolls potentially. I imagine someone. Listen, I get the distinct impressions that this man, regardless of whether or not he was in the town, is probably functionally immortal, which means he's been around for a while. Ergo, someone, sometime, has written a book about him. Surely. I mean,
Not
we
even
could always
Gregory
ask.
knew much about him, though. If anyone had the resources to find out more, it would be him. The fact that the fact that Gregory himself did not know, does seem to imply that nobody would.
I mean, if there is a book written about him, and we go by how narcissistic he is based on that big statue outside of his house, and the fact that it would reveal what he is, don't you think it would be a book that he has in his possession?
That is oddly insightful of you, Callista.
We'll say you guys do know.
Oh, I was very insightful earlier when I was cooking the shit out of him.
I will say you guys do know that the number one person that he refers to consistently is Father Morgan. And as the person who's consistently seen with him the most as well, at least from the Gallo and a few other places. So there's at least one person that you guys know for a fact has personal ties to Percival Fried.
The other potential lead we have is Penelope. The fact that she's so close, and the fact that she spends so much time with him, may mean that we can find out quite a lot. And while I doubt that she knows the origins of what Percival is, if he has actually written a book on himself, or if there is any written information about who or what he is, it's likely she would be able to find out where it is. Additionally, her curiosity is such that her asking such things would unlikely raise suspicions.
Alternatively, for the moment, we return to no, that's where we are. The other Avon. They need to stop
Harmonious.
naming. That's the one. They need to stop naming every town Avon. It makes it very hard to, remember the names of places. Anyway, we go back to Harmonious Avon. We report what we know to Greg, which is nothing. He pays us. Then we use those funds to locate the biggest library on the continent. Goes there. See if we can't find anything about Percival Pride. Then return to the other Haven. The ones that we're at currently. This one.
Hollow Haven?
While I relish the opportunity to inconvenience Gregory at any moment, I sincerely doubt that us returning so soon with no information would be enough for him to consider paying us.
Yes, wait, hold on. I have an idea. Odette will walk over to Callista. Sorry, cough. You have one of those cards on you, right?
Oh, one of the ones that lets us talk to the
Yeah,
dealer.
it's a
Creepy lady.
lady. It's a creepy
Yeah.
lady. Maybe she knows something.
She seemed pretty nice to me.
Yeah, maybe ask her.
A bit-
You know.
A bit weird, but nice.
She's technically always watching, specifically Callista, Grail, and Ortiz.
A creepy lady that watches the Pithary of watches Callista at least, probably, maybe. I don't know if you can hear us, but if you could give us an int or something, that'd be great. Alternatively, Callista, you just use a card and summon her.
Wait, Has he always been watching me?
I don't know. I'd assume so. It seems like something that she would do. On the basis that you are very interesting.
Man.
Do you think she watches you when you're sleeping? Because that's weird.
I feel like that'd be... I feel like that's
She
not
knows when you are
horrific.
sleeping.
I was just.
She knows when you're awake.
Man, they got so much stuff watching over Callista. She's surveilled.
She's got a god.
She's got the god
and
inside of her.
whatever the
She's
fuck
got
that
mysterious
is.
lady. She's got Santa Claus watching over her.
Anyway, so I think we have a couple of avenues for us to sort of approach, but I do not know which is the best option.
I mean, if we do leave the town and go see Gregory again, don't you think that leaving would just give them more time to prepare for when we'd returned?
How could they possibly prepare for you?
Well, I mean, if they wore rubber shoes, then it would probably be a bit more difficult for me to do much, but...
Do you... But you're like... What?
So, you know, if you wear like rubber-soled shoes, you don't get zapped as much.
What? What?
Isn't that a thing?
I mean, out of character it is, but like, I don't know how well rubber shoes will work against like an actual
A lightning
bolt.
god. You roll up to a fight with like a lightning dragon. You're like, actually, I have rubber boots on. I've got my little
actually,
gummies on.
You can't electrocute me because I'm wearing
Because,
rain boots.
I love the
Yeah,
idea.
you may be magical, but I'm scientific.
I love the idea that Callista probably heard that from most likely her aunts, and it just believes that her #1 weakness is someone just wearing a certain pair of shoes.
Or
Yeah,
just like
Callista
standing
sees
on, like, a
gumboots and
rubber
she's like,
sheet.
ah, dag nabbit, I can't do anything to them. They're immune.
It's great. But yeah, you guys
Petition
could
to get
totally
Callista
call.
some frog gumboots.
You guys could totally call the
Dealer.
the dealer if you'd like to. That is 100% something you were able to do.
Okay, Callista will whip out her card then and offer it to.
She's whipping her card out.
She's whipping her card out. Yeah. So you pull out your card and kind of like wave it around, I suppose. And after a moment, the card kind of like smokes out of your hand, I suppose. And you see the dealer just like casually laying back, almost as if she's on like a beach chair, but just floating in the air, and just goes, "Hello, how can I help you?"
That's fucking new. I was not aware of this.
She kind of like tips
Wait,
her,
so you
her
actually
top
were
hat to you.
watching?
I'm always watching.
Hi.
It's kind of my job.
Do you, like, get dry eyes if you're always watching, or...?
Well, no, it's more like I always just generally know, existence, kind of like going in my mind, all the time, every day, all day, I just kind of passively ignore most of it.
I was gonna say, it sounds like the inside of your skull is as busy as mine, but never mind.
It's always busy. How can I help you? What's up? What's going on? What craziness are you exploring?
I mean, if you're always watching, you surely
you
know
know,
the answer to that question.
Oh, I passively ignore most of it.
Yeah. You know, did you see any of the big guy that I was insulting before, the Lion Man?
You see her, like, her eyes kind of, like,
We would like-
waver for a second, like kind of, like, start spinning as she stares at you, and she goes, "Oh, Mr. Percival Pride."
Yeah, do you know anything about that guy?
See her eyes start to spin again.
Andreas is staring intently at this, not ever seeing such a thing, and is just like, what the fuck is this?
See her, like, kind of, like,
What is it?
spinning in midair, and then just kind of, like, floats upside down as she just, like, stares at you with her head tilted, and she goes, "Oh, yes. Oh, actually, I think they were just talking about that. Interesting. Oh, that's fabulous. That's fancy." So he's part of I don't know what they would be. Group? Siblings? Family? confusing, not family, not blood, but not really blood because they're not blood. Anyways, they're part of a collection, a group. That's gonna bother me if I can't figure out a name for it. Suppose we go with family. Family would be interesting. It feels less dementing than collection, right? You know, collection of 7 just sounds weird. Could be a menagerie. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, a menagerie of 7. They're kind of call themselves the 7 sins. You know, pride, gluttony, sloth,
my god,
greed,
the Tyrants
so on.
tie-in?
Yeah. Currently, several.
Say his name is Pride! Oh my god!
And,
It's okay. Your character's not meant to be smart.
I love it. Grill's like staring, but like watching the background, like, fuck, I knew it. Anyways,
Fuck, it's genius. What did
yeah, so she's like, so, how many have they encountered? Lust has been, dealt with. Envy is trapped. Who else have they dealt with? Wrath is now inhabiting the body of a semi-mortal. So that's fabulous. You might know him. Do you know him? She, like, stares at Grail for, like, a hot second. You do know him!
Well, he is pretty angry.
The tall guy. Cyril. That's his name. Yeah, Cyril. Tall guy. It's happening in his body now. Don't worry about it, though. It's a consensual contract, I think. Yeah, they made a consensual contract.
If I understood a single thing that was being said right now.
Right.
Sloth
Sloth
is
is
a group. What is this group?
Oh, they're supernatural entities. They are kind of similar to deities, but not quite. But they're also demonic, but not quite, because they're from hell, but also not from hell. But they're kind of in hell, and then they were released into here, and then not trapped, and then kind of trapped in some... I think 2 of them kind of reformed after a while. Anyways, Pride here, they were talking about him just recently. At least I think they were. And I see in my head, but like also don't know. Anyways, you don't care. So, he's, what is he? He's, weird.
I gathered that much.
Yeah, I gathered that one.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Alright, sorry, hold on, let me, Yeah, weird is a really good description of him.
While she's like
I'm a
talking,
patron.
can Callista also levitate so that they're on like a similar level? She doesn't like she enjoys being floaty with someone.
I love the idea that you float upside down to match her currently being upside down. And her top hat is still on her head, by the way.
Oh yes, definitely. So that way they can look each other in the eyes as they talk.
Yeah. And she's like, well, he's like me, he's a patron, but he's also not a patron, because he's like, it's the same power level as patrons, but he doesn't really give his patron magic to people like I do. I kind of just, like, help people. I suppose they're called my warlocks, but, like, I help people kind of get out of bad situations and get into good situations, and sometimes become the bad situations. It's really complicated, but I just grant desires and wishes and stuff in exchange for what they value of equal interest. Mr. Pride here,
You work for Gregory. Are you telling us that he is a warlock?
Oh, no, I wouldn't give him power at all. No, he signed a contract with me.
Is that not...
Do I get the...
Is that not the definition that you just provided?
No, I haven't given him magic.
Do I get any sense that this is anything but, like, lies or truths, or what the fuck?
You've spent years perfecting your ability to just kind of understand people. You got nothing on her. Absolutely. She is... It's like, you know, really good poker face? That's all she is to you. It's just a really good poker face. You can't tell a single thing about her.
She's pulling shit out of her ass for all I know.
Yeah.
God damn.
And she's like, no. See, I have warlocks, which I give magic to, and then I have customers, which I guess you guys could be if you really want to. Look, they ask me for something, I grant it if they give me something of equal value to what they ask, according to them.
So you're a genie.
Oh, what?
I believe so.
Wait.
I believe they're called Jinn.
Oh, no, genies and jinns are different. Hold on, my bad. I was gonna say if she's a jinn, then isn't she like somewhat related? to Callista.
She starts kind of
Yeah.
spin.
way back.
And she's like, well, it
But
kind
no,
of depends.
I think Jeannie's and Jin's.
It kind of depends, you know. I wasn't born Jin, or yeah. I have power, and then I make things happen. I just call it wishes because it's easier.
Sorry.
Hang on. You
where-
just mentioned that one of these creatures is trapped inside Cyril.
Oh yeah.
Does that mean that Cyril and his companions are familiar with these creatures?
Oh yeah, they fought like say they lost kind of, but they also won against Lust because it's peaceful, kind of probably. They technically won against Wrath, I guess, because he trapped into his body until he dies. Well, which other ones have they encountered? I mean, you encountered Pride so far, so that's kind of neat.
They're hunting them?
Yeah, it's like Cyril's whole thing, I think.
Seems we may need to reconvene with our friends.
Oh, they're currently, what are they doing? Preventing the explosion of the world's largest library.
What?
Man, that would be a tragedy if that happened.
Yes, this leads into the library debacle that we were just having a conversation about.
Yeah, they're about to teleport.
Must be near.
For all you guys know, teleportation doesn't exist in this world. So, like, the concept of teleportation does. Teleporting doesn't. She's like, they're gonna teleport over to Star Shadow Kingdom, which you guys are in the center of the continent. That's like a month all the way over to the bottom left. They, go fight things over there, free some stuff, probably face off against Roderick as he tries to explode the entire library. Possibly stop a... Hold on, what's the... I'll have to... She, like, pauses for a second. Oh, right, yes, there's, like, Sivian Wyverns down there who stole someone's sister, and I think they're doing a ritual of some kind. Oh, there's John T down there, too, yeah. All kinds of things.
What do you mean explode a library?
Oh, yeah, Roderick is planning on nuking the entirety of Star Shadow Kingdom's obsidian thing, which is probably going to involve exploding the library next to it, too, and that's going to be in
How?
about
How do
less
you
than a
even
month.
generate an explosion that big?
You know, I'm not really sure. I think he has, like, a bunch of explosions on it, or a bunch of, like, gunpowder on every level, and then I think he's planning on slagging it, too. He has a lot of spellcasters with him. They're gonna slag it like they did to his home 200 years ago.
Do I know of that history at all?
No. Not in the slightest.
Who the fuck is...
Oh, wait.
Wait, no, I don't care who the fuck Roderick is.
What you should know about
95%
that
of what has
helmet
just
that we
been
got
said
then.
is well and truly beyond what I am capable of processing right now.
Also, like...
Is this you telling us
I-
that they are inaccessible?
Yeah, that's a good way of
Yeah.
describing it. Yeah, that worked. Yeah, they're currently indisposed.
They must be nearby.
Okay.
They left a note on our horse.
And they were. I think they're in. Let's see, where would they be in relation to this specific day? And then that, and then move on. To do math. They,
Oh boy.
which this was back then, and then that's over, and then that's there, and then go back a couple date. That's there, and that's yep, and that's. And they're about a week and a half ahead of you in game right now. That's there, and
So they might be nearby.
Maybe.
she's like, yeah, they're like. She like pauses.
We crossed
as I'm-
paths quite literally a single day ago in game, as far I believe.
Yeah.
2 days.
Half
tops,
their
yeah.
group is currently about 19 hours down the road. Maybe about 20 at this point. The other half is, I suppose they are talking to Wrath right now, actually, yeah. They're probably about 8 hours in. She kind of like waves around her arm. A direction.
So they are
Grail at this point is just rubbing his temples. He's obviously immensely frustrated with the fact that this woman apparently cannot just string together 5 words that form a single sentence.
She's very
Okay,
bad.
hold on. So.
I mean, hey, Grail is
The group-
annoyed. This
the
is
groups that
nostalgic for
contains-
Callisto.
The groups that contain Cyril is 8 hours from our location currently.
Roughly, yeah. Yeah.
So, surely then, a portion of our group goes to meet with Cyril to learn what they know about Percival Pride and the, what did you call them? This group, the family? Do they have like a shortened title?
The 7 sins is what they're usually
Sure,
referred to
okay.
as.
So, you, like, half of our group goes to deal with the 7 sins. Clear? As in, to learn what you can from Cyril about the 7 sins. The other half will stay here and, I don't know, keep an eye on the town and make sure no shenanigans happen. I think that is probably our best bet. Of course, you know, obviously the 8-hour time cap does make meeting them a little difficult. But I think that's our best play.
Okay, pause for a second. Out of character, Sin, are you trying to steer us away from another meetup because you do not
Yeah,
want to have to deal with that?
I
I don't want
can
to continue
make
down
it
this path
work.
if you don't want to.
I can make it work. It's just not my preference. I can make it work.
Or could we make it like a not on stream thing of like, hey, you meet up, here's the information you learn, bada bing, bada boom, you're back, sort of thing.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. You guys can discuss.
Yeah, I
info.
assume like if we really want, we could probably just have some kind of like telepathic conversation. You know, there's like message or whatever.
Yeah,
That would probably excuse that away.
I think.
I was
that's
gonna
probably
say,
the
could
best
we
plan.
get the dealer to give us like to take like a sending stone or a message or something to them? Because that
What?
may be like
Yeah.
an easy method.
She can't just whoosh herself.
Yeah, she can whoosh, we cannot.
I feel like she could whoosh someone.
In theory.
Who's the most whooshable in the group?
I feel like we all know that's
On a
close.
scale of 1 to 10, how whooshable are you?
She just kind of starts spinning in midair, if she can.
Callista will mimic this.
Adorable.
This is just reminding Callista of like spending time with her aunties. If her aunties floated.
They also probably talk as cryptidly as she does.
Oh, definitely Auntie Ethel.
Oh dear.
Like she's meant to be like sort of like this, like glimpses of the future, fucking making no sense, cryptic bitch.
She's just floating there, chilling, staring at you guys. She goes, but yeah, if you know, something to do with what's that? Why you guys told me here? You want to know something about whatever his name is?
Percival
About
Pride.
Percival Pride, yeah. I think we need to kill him.
Ah,
No, we definitely need
Yes.
to kill him.
We definitely do.
I think we've got to kill this guy, Steven.
Hell
okay.
yeah.
Do you mean kill him, or do you mean him in hell?
Make
You
him
tell
feel
us.
good.
Yeah.
We have apparently no understanding of what this creature is.
Ah,
Can we kill him? If not, what is the equivalent?
I mean, hold on, just to think about it. She's like, I mean, you could seal him away for a couple hundred years. You could remove all of his power sources, make him effectively mortal, and then destroy him in its entirety. Or you could send him directly to hell by killing his mortal
What's
frame.
that second one?
Oh yeah, take away all of his
Yeah, I
power
was gonna
sources.
say that sounds kind of cute.
Yeah. Well, you see, all the sins are weird, you know? They all have, like, their own special little things and such. Sloth is really fascinating. He's a giant boat. I like metal.
What?
He's a giant boat? Wait,
Yeah.
no, we're getting off
He's a
topic.
boat.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah. So, all of them have, like, different things that they do. Lost takes the love and desire of all the people that she puts into, like,
No,
basically
no,
reality
great,
comas.
awesome. Sure. Pride.
Yeah, Pride, he's careful. He's careful about things. Well, obviously, she gestures to the town. She just keeps gesturing at it.
So if
So
we
is the
remove
town
the
like his power
town,
source?
He's prideful, right? He's worshipped. The worship is like a fuel source, I suppose, kind of.
Is that why he was so pissed off when I was talking to him earlier?
And probably.
Because I was
kinda
like
having-
insulting his pride?
Yeah, it's kind of like she kind of like gestures to your chest. It's kind of like your god inside of you. If you like told it you didn't like lightning.
Oh.
so we remove the town's worship of him.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
dies. He is killable.
Well, he's significantly weaker, but he usually has a couple of things going for him. Usually it's like pride worship, and then it's usually like personal connection, and it's usually like force connection on top of that. Like he has multiple kind of pillars that he kind of like statues around. So if one person kills one thing, then they think they won, and then they just kill him anyways. Yeah, it's a whole thing. He's very careful. The other ones aren't as careful. I mean,
Alright.
agreed. It's just you throw him into a room.
If we convince the town that he is stinky and dumb and not very cool, then that will weaken him?
Almost certainly, assuming you can. She kind of like looks
Where are
over your
his
shoulder.
Where are his other
So-
pillars then?
I wonder if we can eventually get people to forget his name. Because wouldn't that be like the last thing?
I don't know.
You know, like once people start to forget his name, then it's like, he's lost everything?
Probably.
No, hold on. Sorry,
Because-
before the town, you mentioned he has other pillars?
Yeah, usually he has like 3, sometimes 4, but that's like way too much effort to remember most of the time, and it's just a bother. So usually it's like,
No, shh, shh.
Ah.
Do you know where
Shut
they are?
up for a second.
oh, I have no idea. Usually it's like, some of them are tangible, some of them are intangible. Like the love and devotion of all of his people is intangible pillar. Usually personal connection is a tangible one, because people don't like killing things that they see as good or something. I don't know, something like that. The last one, I don't know, it kind of mixes up sometimes.
Can you find out what the last pillar is?
I mean, I guess I could, but like, that's it for me.
Have we not entertained you enough?
Eh.
I feel like we're pretty entertaining as a group.
Yeah, but I have to
you also
watch you
don't-
because of Gregory's contract with me. So like, you entertaining me is just kind of a side aspect of his contract. So like, you know, I make wishes, but I don't like do wishes for free. You know, it's a deal. It's a quid pro
Alright.
quo.
Fine. How would we find out
Wait,
what
wishes
his
for
third
free,
pillar
isn't
is?
What was that, Calista?
I was gonna say, isn't like a wish normally free? You don't pay for a wish. That's why it's a wish.
I bought a wish off of Timu. It cost me 10
I
bucks.
brought a wish
Timu
off of
wish.
Timu.
It's like, well, I could just
Wish,
call it
wish.
a contract, but like contract just feels negative.
I mean, we could always just call it like a deal.
I like how you think. We could make a deal.
What
Quick,
kind?
Callista, give him the pancakes.
But I'm out of Feywild candy. We can't get stoned with her.
The bland cakes, they come in handy.
The bland cakes. What do you think would be worth this information or this help?
She kind of like pauses for a moment, and then she shrugs, and she goes, "See, when people come to me for a deal," you see her like absently rubbing her ring as she says so. It's a ring on her left hand's ring finger.
I'm not gonna marry you.
She full on pause, like full stop pauses, and she like stares at you with like genuine confusion. Andrus, this is the first time you've seen her like anything besides her poker face, and it's genuine confusion. And she goes, "What?"
I mean, I'd
Yeah,
know
we're
if that's-
talking about deals for information, and you're rubbing your ring while you're trying to think of a deal.
Oh,
Listen,
no.
I
That's...
think you're very lovely, but you know,
Oh, no,
I
no,
would
no,
need to know
no.
you a little better before committing my life to you.
I don't do marriage. I mean, you can pledge your life to me. That's like what my warlocks do usually. But like, it's a really one-sided thing, so I don't really suggest it. No, no. When I make
I
deals,
don't like one-sided.
when I make deals, people come to me and they ask me for something, and then they offer me something. And if they believe that is a fair trade, they get a service for giving me something. Then we shake hands and make the deal. See, I have very little interest in any material, or most of the time immaterial, desires or anything that you could present to me. But if you think there is a fair trade of service and whatever the other word would be, there's a deal that I'm often happy to make.
Goods and service.
Goods and services. Material, immaterial, whatever it is that you believe to be fair will often be fair. So what do you think is worth giving to get the information of how to slay... Well, he's not really a god. A being of proportional power to a... I'd just call him sin. To slay a sin.
I don't know. I got like 5 gold pieces.
Your
I mean,
brain
if anyone
hurts me.
should make... I was gonna say, if anyone should make the deal, it should be someone who doesn't really see it as a big deal.
What if I?
What's
So
this?
the way we're giving up less.
Ah, but you just said you'd be giving up less, which means that you don't believe it's fair. Therefore, the party's deal would not go through.
I was saying that out of character, but...
Oh,
it-
sorry.
What if I 10 gold?
You're
Sam?
right. I mean, like, someone who...
Mhm.
Not as, like, to try and scam her, but someone
Yep.
who sees slaying him as, like, a small part of a bigger thing, and therefore it means less to them, so they feel less obliged to give something big.
Grail and Ortiz. Or Odette.
Yeah, I was gonna say Oro dead, because, you know,
I feel like
she's slain gods,
Grail's
what's this?
probably not in the running because he really fucking hates kings, right? He really wants this guy dead, not for the reasons that Greg does, but for his own personal reasons. So Grail is certainly one of the more invested people in this.
Yeah.
That is true.
Who's the biggest I don't give a fucker in the squad?
Both Odette and Ortiz.
Well,
Who's the most nonchalant in the group?
Oh, but the Ortiz cares about his sword though. Is the problem?
yeah.
Can I?
As
15
friends.
gold? 20?
Is money a parallel to ultimate knowledge of power and desire?
Well, that's not what we want. So, yes.
She like stares at you, and again, Andres, you can see this legitimate confusion as she's just staring at Odette. She's like, I've never encountered someone who had so little wait. I don't know really way to find that.
Well, I mean, Odette kind of makes her own will come true. She's pretty strong like that.
Fascinating.
Jo-
One tough
Um,
cookie.
You're. So you're like not a god, right?
Now I'm patron.
Hui. So that's yeah okay.
I have no divine powers.
Skill issue.
Yeah, I can't- do you count? She like says that to her hand before looking back at you guys.
Oh yeah, what's up with the ring? Like, you keep like touching it and Shiza.
Oh, it's well,
Isn't
I thought
My
Scheiße
divine-
was. Is that German?
It is German,
German.
yes.
She's mixing German and French. You think she gives a fuck?
Oh!
She's like, oh, it's what do I even call you? It's a thing from a different universe.
Sure, that might as well be a thing that those are words. Right. So
Means so little to you.
So we know. So the first pillar is the town. The second pillar is like personal attachment to him. Clee? Right. So we've got. So I've got those checked off. No worries. And then we just need to know what the third pillar is.
Generally speaking, the past, but he does mix up a little bit. It's usually forceful attachment of some way, shape, or form.
Oh,
The
so it's
body
like
in the
the
basement?
dude who's. There's the dude in the basement. Clee?
Is a guy in a basement?
Well, Clee.
Apparently.
Yeah, Percy has attachment issues, and apparently he's very unhealthy about them.
So a question then, I suppose. If we disrupt one of the pillars, he knows immediately, or is he unaware of it unless he's actually aware of it?
If you fully break it, he'll know immediately. If you damage it, I mean, he'll probably get annoyed, but like, I don't know. Like, he doesn't usually get fazed by a whole lot. He usually just thinks that if something is going to affect him, he's just going to shrug and ignore it most of the time. At least that's what he's been doing lately. So he probably won't notice it
Okay.
until you really make a problem. Probably.
Okay, brilliant, fantastic. Okay, I have plans within plans then. Thank you for everything, including providing the information that we needed without actually giving it to us. Unless there's a fourth pillar?
There could
Can
be.
you tell if there's a fourth pillar?
I have no idea.
Could you find over and then we return to the... I need to make a deal because I'm stupid and bad at my job.
She's like, if you wish to know if there's a fourth pillar, I could answer that question.
In exchange for a deal, Hui.
Indeed. I can't figure out the information unless you make the deal with me actively. It's part of a thing. Otherwise, my knowledge is limited. She writes herself and like kind of sits cross-legged and like tips her hat to you.
How far off the ground is she?
5 feet.
The temptation to be like, if I can steal your hat, you have to give me the information.
Callista could steal the hat.
Could
Throw
steal.
Pony at her. Pony can steal the hat.
Has all the composers
Right.
like, oh, cast unseen servant. Have cast friends on her.
Could immediately fail.
Mon Dieu. I don't know. You're really annoying. You know that?
I have been
Why
told
don't
as
you
such.
just give us the information?
I can't just give you the information. That's part of my whole deal. The dealer. She pulls out like a deck of playing cards and like shuffles through them.
All right. So to be clear, if I successfully make a deal with you, then you will tell us the information that we need. We?
Yes, my side of the deal is that if you give me something that you deem is of enough value, I will give you the information that you were asking for, which is specifically whether or not he has a fourth.
Okay. No. I'm asking that if I make a deal with you, then you will tell me the information.
She like
Wait.
tilts her head and goes, "Are you trying to deal speak with me? Trying to contract speak with me?"
No, I'm just trying to confirm the terms. those are the terms, oui?
You make a deal with me, I will give you the information.
Alright, no worries. Can you give me a minute to think of something?
Yes?
Fantastic. Odette will walk off, wait a minute, and come back. Alright, so we have successfully struck a deal. Please give me the information.
She stares at you and she goes, normally I actually wouldn't allow that because you didn't confirm whether or not my statement was correct, but I really like what you were trying for right there, and I find it really funny, and that entertainment, I'll be honest, much better than you giving me a deal. That was really good, that was really good.
Tell me
Next
my brain
time,
just clicked.
but next time, confirm. If I
I
ask,
saw
then you
fishing
confirm.
the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm like, no way.
She's like, that next time though, confirm when I ask you the question, then make the deal and walk away. It'll make it so you work way better against people against you. But I do like it. Very good gumption. I like it. You contract speak with me, but not quite. But you almost did, and I give you props for that. So, hold on. She like has to think for a second. You see her eyes actually roll into the back of her head, and then just start rolling over and over. She goes, whew. He does not have a fourth pillar. Yes.
Right. So in that case, we can this isn't part of our deal, but based on the information you've provided and the fact there is no fourth pillar, the three pillars are the town, personal connection with him, and the person chained in the basement.
Probably.
But, right, I still don't know what... Even with all of those three removed, I don't know whether the rest of you are strong enough to face him.
I think we'll be fine.
Everyone just like looks over themselves like, we killed a dragon. What the fuck?
But
That offends me a wee bit. I think I'll be good.
right, sure. But we still need to work out how we sever the town from him.
I mean, we just kind of have to figure out how to break their faith. And considering people think all the rest of the gods are dead, or, well, maybe they are dead, considering the fact that no one else has any faith in gods, pretty much, it shouldn't be too hard, right?
No, but their face is placed not in just the golden statues. Their face is placed in Father Morgan, and he has his finger around them. It's simply demonstrating that gods exist would not sever.
Oh no,
their
I wasn't
connection.
meaning proving gods exist.
I mean, the alternative is we kill all of them.
What?
Do you think if we managed to get Penny's faith in Father Morgan to waver, and they lost their healer, you think that would be enough to get people to start asking questions?
I don't know. I could not say.
I think it's worth a try.
Your plan of killing everyone would fall short based on the fact that nobody could die
One
within the wall
can-
anyway.
Yeah.
No, but Monsieur Grail, their bodies still take damage.
I would assume the worst case scenario then would be that Percival himself steps in. And based on everything we have been told, I do not believe we would win in a fight of in combat against him. At the very least, not while his pillars remain.
We
cannot fight him until the pillars are gone. Therefore, whatever approach we take must not engage him in combat until then.
Well, we still didn't figure out the source of what is keeping people alive.
It is M. He maintains
is-
their.
We
I
also
would
don't know.
almost guarantee it.
Could be
I was
the
gonna say.
person trapped in the basement.
I was gonna say, we don't even know who the person in the basement is.
Obviously, they won't be willing to help him, so that's why they're down there. And
I
maybe
say we retrieve the person, get the information from them, possibly.
Well, unlocking said chains is not the problem. It's just getting them out of the basement.
well, we just would need to get Mr. Pride away from his house for a wee while.
Exactly.
Or Callista could Misty step in.
That is also true.
But can you Misty step out with a person?
Not with a person.
Yeah.
That's just what I was checking, yeah. If we can Misty step in and get the person, I feel like... I feel like getting in is like the bigger part of the problem.
Has to be an unoccupied
I-
space that you can see as well.
That's okay,
Right,
Callista has clairvoyance.
Are you able to? Are you able to shape the earth?
I have meld into stone,
If I punch her hard enough. Oh, not me.
but
Oh,
if
sorry.
I don't think you can
sorry, I'm
punch
talking
through
out of
like
character.
several like meters of earth in both directions, plus stone, without someone
Callista
noticing.
can learn stone shape,
I
but
thought you were just
I
gonna
think
say I
it's
can't do
over
it.
a long rest. I have to unprepare a spell and then re-prepare it, so it would take a day for her to prepare stone shape. But she could do that, yes.
I have invisibility.
Oh. Can you use it twice without resting?
Yes.
That might work.
Sin. Question, out of character. When the like bad blood interacts with radiant magic, it explodes. Yes.
Think about it.
It does, doesn't it? It does the whole detonating thing, or is it only?
The dust, when connected to radiant magic, violently had a bad reaction. The actual bad blood, I think it has a minor bad reaction, but it does. They attack each other basically. When it's refined, the divine or whatever it is breaks it apart violently. When it's blood, it attacks each other essentially. If that makes sense.
So it's not like a violent explosion.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, if you had enough of it, it would be very violent, but...
Would it, like, if you were to, like, lay out a trail of it, and does it react like fire with a gunpowder trail, or does it all detonate at once? Is it like C4 cable, or...
It'd be like gunpowder. It would just do, like, mini explosions all the way down, basically.
How much would you need to tunnel, like, say, from the basement to outside the town, to make, like, a crawl space tunnel? How much
Like
would
what
you
you're
need?
thinking.
So much. Because they're not, like, super big explosions unless you get a decent quantity of it packed together. And then that's, like, 300 plus feet from the gate to his thing. It's not a particularly large city, but it's like 300 feet to the middle and 300 feet out-ish. Maybe up to 400. So it's...
So, how much liquid?
Hundreds of gallons?
Damn, that's more than the several gallons that I have.
Is this does this city have a sewer system?
You would imagine, you'd hope so.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think
Which
if
is why
this
I
one is big
analyzed.
enough to have a sewer system. Hold on.
They don't die, but they still shit.
Yeah. I think
They
it would
just
have a
poop
very
in buckets
rudimentary
and throw it on
sewer.
the camp outside.
Yeah,
I think it'd
so
be
nothing we can
extremely
work with.
rudimentary sewer.
Yeah, nothing we can work with.
Yeah.
Did you want Callista to go stone shape next long rest then?
I think, okay, out of character. I don't know whether this is the play right now. I think we need, like, obviously we know what his 3 pillars are now, which gives us the leg up, especially because he probably doesn't know that we know. Like, there's no reasonable way for him to know that we know, right?
Mhm.
But even if we rescue the prisoner, that's 1 pillar. That doesn't necessarily, like, it might mean that people start dying, but we don't know that for sure. And if they don't, then we're sort of just pissing in the wind.
Well, ladies
We
and
need to
gentlemen.
be able to take all 3 pillars out at the same time.
At once, yeah. We need to be able
Yeah.
to, like, topple him immediately.
So we need, like, do we need to trigger dominoes, basically? We need to have one flow into the other.
We can't let him, because my other concern, obviously I know, Sin, we got to wrap up, so I'll be quick. Obviously the other concern is that if we rescue the guy, right, there's nothing stopping him just imprisoning someone else and re-establishing the pillar.
Unless there's something special about
Unless
this
there's
person.
Yeah, I
something
was gonna
special
say, what
about
if there's
that
something
person.
special?
Yeah,
Shut
but, like,
up, Wazzy.
If there's not, you see the problem, right?
So idea, if we rescue said person at the same time as someone tries to rally the town and happen to bring said person out from his basement, what kind of a reaction do you think that would cause?
Yeah, if we,
Wait, I have
and
a
then we
quick question.
shatters.
Quick question about the guy. The image we got of him from Odette's servant showed the guy bleeding, right?
You cannot tell definitively, but you assume so.
Okay, I was gonna
The
say
charcoal
'cause-
is really hard to tell.
I was gonna say because if they are bleeding, would Odette be able to call out and see if it's more of that tainted blood, and give us like definitive proof that they are in fact special or something?
I don't see why not if they are bleeding.
Although I think Odette's blood is specifically the dead god's blood.
But it's
so
also
question.
in Pendy. Oh, well. I don't know.
So I don't think it does. The unseen servant, it just says it's a mindless, shapeless medium force. It doesn't have memory, does it?
No.
No.
It just does exactly what you tell it to.
Yeah. Guess we'll have to do some thinking.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully
Got
you
a
guys
week
have
to figure it out.
yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be popping over to my end screen here in just a second so we can get through before the ads come by because the ads are a bitch. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed. We are going to be doing a raid real quick to my friend Story Estry. But if you guys have enjoyed all the content that we do, feel free to pop over into my Discord so you guys can check out my weekly schedule whenever I post it. Or you guys can check out my monthly schedule going all over all the other things we do. If you guys want to get caught up with the whole series, if you're new and find this to be quite interesting, feel free to check out Tables of Tartarus, our TTRPG VODs channel. And yeah, thank you so much to all of my absolutely wonderful and amazing players that I have been with here today. If you guys want to check them out, please go do so over there. They are super cool, super wonderful, and I appreciate all of them super greatly. But we are going to be visiting Story, who's currently in the middle of a break. But I don't know how long that's going to last, but that's okay. And we're going to pop over. We want to say hi because she is in her streamerversary. She is her affiliate anniversary specifically. So we get to pop over, we get to say hi, we get to give her some love because she's super cool. We got to play with her yesterday, or sorry, 2 days ago on Subnautica 2. And we play with her yesterday on D&D. So, super cool person. If you like my content, you'll love her content. She's also doing some Limbus Company, which I know a lot of my viewers quite enjoy. So we'll see all of you fine folks next week, Saturday, 6 p.m. PST for some more King's Kindness. Friday, 6 p.m. PST for some Tyrant's Wrath, the sister campaign. Or any other day, any other time, based on my schedule for all my other videos. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye.